Investigate, quote unquote.
Right, investigate. Murder everyone. Investigate. Well, he stopped the other hunters because he's better than all of them. And
Thank
whatever
God.
means that he chose, yeah, thank God. Whether that was just outright murdering them, probably not, or just talking sense to them. Maybe that way. And then I went on a shopping trip, and I think Liz went back to. I don't really know what happened after that. I think that was kind of where we left off.
Yeah, I don't think anything really got set in stone on what we were doing after.
You guys kept coming up to like 2 good of ending points. There were like 3 really good ones. Like, do I stop here? No. Do I stop here? No. How about here? Okay, we're stopping here.
I have a wonderful 63 frames per second on this map.
Oh, I haven't. There is a before and after of a map coming up where I think the before is gonna be like 0.5 frames per second for you, and then the after might be better.
Do you get off by making my computer suffer?
I am getting off by making you suffer, because apparently it actually makes you suffer.
I'm already suffering because my throat is fucked.
Well,
you say this like
better.
Further suffering would not make it better for me.
So this is a possible attack with one weapon that I can do, because I'll slap this, and then I'll slap this, and then I'll slap this, and that's how much damage I would do.
Is that a 65 to hit?
No, that's damage.
Okay.
65 to hit would frankly be ridiculous.
Though. Have you added your other macro?
Which one?
That's not even as high a damage as you can get.
On a base damage, that's the most damage I can do.
Yeah. But what if you do the thing?
That one, I've not made a macro for that.
You need to make a macro for that.
I'm gonna be clicking on. I can't, because it's a different number every time. If that happens, I'm gonna have to click that D20 like 30 times. I'll be clicking the shit out of that on D&D Beyond. Holy.
But he's happy to have it.
And I can't I can't freely use it because it uses the rest of my power for that thing. So I've got to be very precise on when I can use that.
Dude, you kept pulling and pushing so fucking much. I'm like, I gotta give him other toys to play with.
If I roll in that 20 though,
oh man, is this where you start taking you take a level of Hexblade Warlock just to do it?
No, I'm not gonna fish for it. But if it happens, an opportunity presents itself, and I'm going into fighter, so
this is true. All right,
chances are being doubled.
So, Fen did go shopping-ish, not actually leaving for shopping, but did go shopping. Whether that was in Arkenton or Riftfell, we don't know. Xavier was talking about bringing Liz back to the volcano.
I want my weapon, goddammit. I want my stuff.
And Zeroji was kind of busy being Kit at the time, so I can't remember exactly what Zeroji was up to.
Wow, chicka, wow.
He has to find a jar.
Is that how you spell mask?
M-A-S-K.
What are you putting in
It's
the
just
jar?
M-A-S-K.
Do I even want to know what you're putting in the jar?
You don't worry about it.
You don't want to know what goes into the jar.
He doesn't have to make it for you if he doesn't want to.
Also unpause so people can flip their characters or anything that they need to do.
Already done.
Liz is at like 1 tick over of an angle.
The prosthetic arm is slightly heavier. So just lean in just a little bit.
Yeah, totally. I am assuming since V did not change Liz's icon to the commission, that the commission was not to V's standards of what he thought of Liz. I gave it to Will and Kit because you two already knew that I was doing the commission. I did give it to him. I gave it to him without the rest of you here because I didn't want him to feel like he was pressured to say something.
Mhm.
But let's just suffice to say, it was while a cool looking character, definitely not Liz. I think that was a conclusion V came to. Unless he changes it, and I don't know at that point.
That, yeah, that's about right.
That's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage.
Yeah,
Good.
my sneak attack dice went up.
Nice.
I get 9 now, which means 9 times 3 is 27.
Yup.
That's a lot of damage.
I have to press 3 different macros when I do damage if I want to do like if I'm having everything active at once.
Firebolts actually does more damage now.
Yeah, I was wondering why you weren't using Firebolt more. But I think it's because your Thunder Gauntlets actually have debuffs attached to them. Like that's what makes the enemies have to target you.
Yes.
I'm gonna freeze out Tiff and her friend.
Damn it! Now I don't have enough macros.
There's an arrow there. You can just press up or down on the arrow thing to go to the different hotbar page.
You just remember every single one on every single page, bro.
Yeah.
Because I also have the fucking Blood Fury tattoo. God damn it! Ah!
You've got 4 tabs.
Yeah, I know.
I should just make one of my tabs just smites.
Just one of your tabs is just purely level 1 smite, level 2 smite, level 3 smite, level 4 smite, level 5 smite, level what the fuck smite.
Am I gonna get level 5 smites? I don't know if I'm gonna hit level 5.
You should get 1 5th level spell slot, I think, if you are going 2 levels. If you're going 3 levels, I don't think you do actually. I'm not sure.
I think I am going 3 levels because I want the archetype.
Yeah.
But it's Eldritch Knight, so I'm not sure if that's gonna have any spell slots associated with it.
It does. Eldritch Knights are a caster, so you would gain 1 5th level spell slot.
I've got a 5th level spell slot at 17 on Artificer.
Oh, yeah. They're also a half caster, so you'll get yours at 17, unless you go fighter first.
I have to go 3 levels of fighter, so.
I tried getting ChatGPT to help me make like spell incantations just to add more flair to like all of your castings and my castings of shit. And ChatGPT takes the anime route with it. It titles every fucking thing. I asked it to get rid of the titles, it titled harder. Like, I started off, hey, give me 5 to 15 word incantations for 20 different spells in D&D 5e. Make sure the words aren't real but can be vocalized. And so, just for an example, it says Ignis Solare, Pyroblast, Aqua Divinum, Torrential Deluge. And so, obviously, there's a clear comma with like the spell being cast. Modify the list to get rid of the titles of the spells that and vary the incantations more. Virexis Ardentis, Flaming Virulent, continues doing that. There's another comma. Don't punctuate the spells with titles like Flaming Virulence or Life's Respite. Just keep it to the made-up words. Apologies for the confusion. Here's a revised list of 20 incantations. Virexis Ardentis, Flamerax Malatrix. There's still a comma, still titling the spell.
Have you ever had an AI tell you to go fuck yourself?
I think I'm getting close.
Because it is. It's just doing that right now.
No, even better. Now you're adding shit to these things that I didn't add when I didn't ask for names. Stop giving me spell names after the comma. Just get rid of everything after the comma and vary the incantations from 2 words to 15 words. Apologies for the misunderstanding. Here's an updated list of D&D 5e spells. I only got two worded spells, and all of them are just the titles now.
It doesn't want to share that it does know actual incantations.
It just went
Secret
from
needs to be kept from the populace.
it went from it was trying to comply with me kind of to just saying fuck you and giving me spell titles entirely.
That's funny. Oh, wait a minute.
So that was my time leading up to this game. And then right before the game, like before I started trying to get it to give me incantations, I also ordered DoorDash so that I could eat before this. That didn't arrive. It was like a minute from my doorstep, and then the Dasher fucking canceled the order on me.
It's like, this smells tasty. I'm gonna keep it.
It very specifically, the cancellation message said something happened to your Dasher, and they canceled the order. We've refunded you the money. So I reordered it. And I had to pay extra for the reorder because Deciwalk had a one-time thing going on, where if you order Deciwalk, like over $45 a Deciwalk, you get $7 off your order. Guess what? I didn't get the second time around.
That's more like what that number is supposed to be. I think this is like the same number as it was before, huh?
I'm
I
realizing
added
that I
12
have
to it.
far too many ways to do damage. I have 6 different combinations of output of damage.
I've got 2 weapons and smite. Also,
guess
radiant fire
spells
blades
are-
whenever we use those.
Well, correction. I have 12. 12 different ways because it's a tattoo. Oh.
All right. Zeroji wants a jar for whatever reason.
A jar or a coffin or a crystal ball filled with salt water.
I don't like this.
I will just need to pay you 2,000 gold pieces for it.
Is it for a specific spell?
Yes.
Because it's for a specific spell, and Arkenton actually houses at least 2 archmages that you are aware of.
You don't need to know about this. I would
don't-
prefer
But-
if they didn't.
Because it houses at least 2 archmages that you are aware of, they don't need to be made aware of the spell that you're going after to know that, or for you to know that there are indeed
Cheaper alternatives. Hey, Fen, you busy?
I had plans to pick up a
spell
couple things
components.
here
You
in
wanna-
Arlington.
You want to steal some shit?
Like,
Xavier's not
you-
around right now.
You know, because there
I was
are
about to say, is
archmages
Liz or Xavier around?
that Arkenton does deal in some pretty high level spell components, is what I was getting around to. You have, of course, being the Zeroji that you are, browsed and window shopped your heart out, and went and basically did the whole rubbing the glass, like where the spell component you want is that is way out of your price range when you were like 3 years younger. And you're just going my precious and stuff to the window. Now you're like, I'm gonna get it now. It's mine. That jar, it's mine. But the method of how you get it, I guess, is to be seen.
Oh, to be unseen, hopefully.
Well, to be seen by the DM and then gauged on whether other people also see that are imaginary and in our heads.
Yeah, that's all D&D is. I didn't mean to roll that again.
So, why did the music stop? I thought I had it on looping. Oh, because I went to play a different soundtrack. That's why.
There's music.
There was
There
music.
was.
Why is
I
there
didn't hear
boss
any of it.
music?
Abruptly stopped, and it threw me off.
I mean, I guess I can straight up just buy this.
I mean, there is persuasion to talk down the price if that's what you're worried about. But have you forgotten that we're rich as all hell?
That's why I'm saying, like, I could buy this and it would only put a small dent, or
Mhm.
we could get a 5-finger discount.
You're the worst rich person.
There's a reason he's rich and how to stay rich.
The reason
If
he's
you-
rich is because he kills things constantly.
If he never spends money, he's always rich.
It'd be a shame for you to put a dent in the Xavier Temple Fund.
Right?
It's true. We really have to do this.
This is for my brother.
What
Don't.
It's what he
Do
would
not
want.
attribute this action to me.
what are you wanting me to steal,
Um.
and from where?
Oh, hang on. Let me think about what it actually looks like, because it seems I've been given a little bit of rein here. I just need some kind of sealable container worth 2,000 GP. It can be
Okay.
a coffin. It can be a crystal ball filled with like salt water. Hang on, let me bring up the components of the spell.
No. Oh no.
I also need a diamond. But that one I'll just go pick up normally, because I don't care if I get tracked having had a diamond worth 1,000 GP. That's pretty standard.
No, it can't be a regular sized orb. It's got to be a giant container.
Are
I mean,
you gonna like try to become a lich when you literally have the aspect of the spark of life?
Isn't for lichdom.
I don't know if you're trying to like set up a clone of yourself with another finger or trying to go for lichdom.
No,
But
it's
I would
for-
laugh my ass off if you tried becoming undead when you have the spark of life as your aspect right now.
No,
Okay.
this is just contingency.
Okay. Based on that verbiage, I can't carry it. Because it has to fit your whole ass.
And the rest of his body.
True. My ass is pretty sizable.
Dump truck.
What if you stole it at a
So
piece at a
Apparently-
just got a
time?
big dumpy.
Apparently, we have great genetics. I don't know who our parents are, but they
Constantly
apparently blessed
knocking
us.
things off of shelves with it
Holy
every time he
shit.
turns around.
Does it really stop every time I switch tabs? Why is it doing that?
Wildly unfortunate. I don't. Wait a
I mean,
minute.
you could steal it a piece at a time.
Oh my god, no, I have a stupid idea. Hold on, let me read something.
Tell me. I'm instantly interested.
Okay, but that doesn't. Miser.
Hmm.
If I turn into the correspond seer, which can move through non-magical, unworked earth and stone,
Hmm.
can I move objects through it as well?
I don't think you can.
You said non-magical worked earth and stone.
Non-magical, comma, unworked earth and stone.
So
Okay.
I want you to think about what you are stealing and where you could possibly be stealing it from.
Yeah, no, I know that it's probably not going to work that way. But that's okay. There's some other stuff that I can turn into.
You're saying stealing. I haven't said stealing.
That's what's happening. You're literally stealing.
I haven't said stealing, though.
Xavier's not
Is
talking
correspond 2 words?
here. Correspond.
Yes.
Correspondent? No, it's one word.
Correspond.
No. Core space spawn space seer SEER.
Oh.
It is 3 words.
I see. Love you too.
Oh,
Ha.
Adorable, but
Go
I'm
away!
taken.
You have a happy marriage.
Yeah, but she's
Ooh.
bugging me now. And now she's mad.
That's funny.
I mean, Liz could make a coffin, but you'd get asked why.
See, that's part of the thing.
See,
So just a
I feel like
correspond.
you're assuming that we're gonna have negative thoughts about what you're trying to do.
All right. What correspond were you transforming into? A seer?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was the initial idea, but there's some other potential ideas.
So here's a very poorly drawn representation of what I'm thinking. It's like a phoenix egg. And it like folds open like a flower. And then my
You want
clone
a
pops
big
out.
tanning bed? Is that what I'm hearing?
I want a big egg.
I think you missed
Did
a
you
certain
draw?
portion of it towards
Did
the
you
top.
draw a vagina on that oval?
Yeah, I think you missed the clit there, bud.
Yes, I'm coming out of the vagina just like we were birthed out of this, except for I didn't kill our mother this time.
This time.
Oh, we're killing V.
Mother,
So I'm the
no.
older one then.
No.
Oh, that's great.
So confused. I guess I'm gonna remain confused.
I still don't remember which one of us is older. Who was born first?
You
It's
both were
Rosie.
born at the exact same time. That's what
That's
killed
not
your
true.
mother.
Okay, well. I think there was some conflict of demonic and celestial energy that kind of caused that to happen.
The
Nah.
Asamar came out first. No, I'm kidding. Zeroji came out first.
I am younger. Okay.
Because Dad bailed as soon as he saw a tiefling. Didn't even stay for the twin.
And then then they both disappeared. Or Mom died. I can't remember.
Mom died, Dad fucked off. But we got better Dad.
True.
The mom
Almost.
did indeed die.
We almost
Darren.
lost that one.
I'm so confused.
Mm,
What the
Well,
fuck
this-
oval is on the map?
What are you talking about?
I don't know. You said Kit was drawing on something.
No, he posted it in the Valehelm chat.
that's in Discord.
He only saw a
I was like,
vagina.
what?
I didn't only see.
Sorry, I couldn't see it behind the vagina.
Oh my gosh. I was like, why are you drawing on my map and where now? What do I have to delete? That's what I was going for.
That's funny.
Alright.
I don't think that'll actually work, but that's not that big of a deal.
So you're trying to secretly acquire something that will help you to create a simulacrum or something?
Yes.
Clone?
Well, a clone.
Clone.
He's cloning.
Clone. Clone
He posted
specifically.
the spell.
Yeah, I see it. It's fucked
I
up.
know what that is. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna watch that.
We're just gonna get rid of that.
Did you get rid of my egg? Okay, no you didn't.
Okay. While they are still trying to figure things out there, Xavier and Liz, you two make it back to the volcano in very short order.
Am I
Because
gonna get stabbed at night
teleportation.
at some point?
Not by
What?
me.
Okay.
I mean, you're not on the
Oh,
list,
you think
so
I'm
I
making a
don't.
clone of you? I
Wait,
mean, if
I
you
don't
want.
see anything here. No, I don't. But I'm not. I would not be surprised if that's something you would try to do stealthily.
Oh, hey, did you want a clone, Fen?
I don't know if I want another me running around.
No, it's only.
It
it's
doesn't run
inert-
around.
Yeah, it's inert until you die, and then your soul moves over to it.
How are you exactly gonna cut out a cubic inch of flesh?
Very painfully. Next question.
I was gonna say and survive, but
Pretty easily.
he's the one that complains about how squishy he is as a wizard.
I mean, that should make it
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
easy, all things considered.
Oh, well, that'll work. That aberration has teleport. Okay, well. Ooh, that's a large creature though.
Um,
It'll be
so yeah,
fine.
Xavier and Liz, you two make it back to the volcano after some preparation.
Xavier, do you think it might have been a bad idea to leave those two alone together?
If they really really want to do something, I don't think that we're gonna be able to easily stop them from doing it.
Yeah, but they might at least think twice about it.
Mm-mm.
We're
I
just
don't know
going
if-
shopping.
I don't know if we're in the same party.
You're not there.
But unfortunately, even if we wanted to like be attached at the hip to both of them, I don't think we'd be able to stay there forever.
True.
We're all coming into like some insane amount of powers, which means we're also getting better at hiding it from each other. I'm oblivious as fuck. You're the only one that can catch them, and you're gonna be stuck here anyway for a bit. Regardless.
Yeah, I'm gonna be making stuff for a while, but and make sure you come back and get me if you try and go into a fight like that again, because that probably would have been pretty bad if you guys went without me.
I will say, humbled. I've been humbled. Truly humbled. I was not ready for that. Makes me wonder what else is out there that could possibly be that much of a threat to us other than just Legion.
Absolutely nothing.
If gods are starting to come back, probably a lot of things.
Sounds like that one had a head start. It's very interesting.
Well,
It does make me wonder how many more of them are out there without knowing it.
We did have a lot of road bumps along the way, because that whole sleeping for 3 years deal.
Yeah, we did miss out on a lot in that time.
Yeah.
Sure, there are signs we probably would have missed in there.
I feel
Yeah.
like I'm
Is
being
this the
called
same
out.
day?
Yes. Same day.
I need to mark another teleport off. It's this one, right?
Am I still at... Oh, nice. I'm still a walking nuclear bomb.
Yeah.
I don't know how many charges of this I've used.
I've used 2.
If you want, I can get
I-
started on your sword for you first.
That would be fantastic.
I'll kinda
How long
need
does
it,
that? How long do these items take to make?
I'll find out.
That's fair. Once that's finished up, I think I'm gonna take a trip to the Emerald Dragon.
Okay.
Green dragon.
It's probably best not to bring Zoroji to that. I
I'm
had a
not
feeling
gonna
that would go
I want to go
poorly.
see the green dragon.
I'm hoping that the Emerald Dragon needs assistance and does not want to kill me. Because if it's the latter, we're gonna have an issue. But
Oh, you should be able to get out of there pretty quick, right?
I think I'd be able to get out if I need to in a flash.
Or you can,
Flash.
or you can become a pretty damn big dragon yourself too. So there is that.
I try not to flash that off too much, and that's very destructive. I don't know if she's gonna. I'm sure there's gonna be collateral damage if I ever have to resort to that, especially in a populated area.
Yeah, got to pick your battles with that one for sure. Well, I think I'll get started on this one.
I'll chill with you. If you need anything, if you want me to go grab anything for you, let me know.
All right.
Not just specifically working on the magic items, just like in general. If you want like a lemonade or something, I don't.
He's
So-
in cup.
No.
So you're gonna literally use your godlike powers to go to the nearest city and come back just for a lemonade?
If you need it or want it, I'm not gonna walk. I'm accepting that if I have access to these powers, I might as well use them whenever it works.
Well, if you're offering, I guess a lemonade sounds good.
Perfect. I'll go get a lemonade. Do I know if do I know if lemonade's like a normal thing in certain places instead of others? I'll just go to some place in Arkenton that I know of that sells lemonade.
You know that
But
Arkenton does get an import from Tawdry Rough of some pretty good lemonade.
I'll go to Tawdry Rough. I'll get it straight from the source. I'll teleport outside of the town and make sure I don't land in the middle of it. Give myself a little bit of a walk.
Liz will make herself immune to exhaustion and get started.
Huh? You can do what?
Hold on, what was that? I don't need to sleep ever again. What?
Holy shit. Nice.
That's a good bomb drop apparently.
Like, that's awesome. Thank God somebody gets reliable can do watches now. It's not Zeroji and myself. Yeah, I'll teleport on over to Tawdry Rough and
All right.
pick up a lemonade.
Well, you teleport off, watching as Liz turns around, quickly just like taps her shield on her back. You see her shield kind of glow faintly for a bit and then dims immediately. And she just gets to work as you just blast off. Liz just kind of hears.
Yeah,
and
mostly
you
I'll
land
just
right
be
outside
kind
of Tawdry Rough.
I'll just be I'll do that unless something major happens. I'll just grab that and get out, and then.
Do you land outside of Tawdry Rough from the south or from the west side?
I arrived there from the road going south, but we went west to go to the forest, right?
Did D&D Beyond just screw up for anybody else?
Not that I know of.
How so?
I don't
I just got
technically use it.
Oh, it came back up. Oh, that was weird. I got
Mine
like a
didn't crash or
404
anything.
error.
Well, that's not good.
Yeah, but it came back up, so.
I'll avoid the south end of things. This exact
Okay.
moment, I'll come in from the west because I'm not trying to disrupt anything, and I know if they're down there, I don't want to mess with them
Alrighty.
right now.
Then yeah, you make your way into Tawdry Rough without any issue. The guards don't even recognize you, like the one guard stationed outside the fenceless, because obviously it's just a town. There's not a need to like wall in Tawdry Rough.
Right.
But there's a guard along the road, and you can tell that the guard's actually got a uniform on from Arkenton specifically. So obviously
Interesting.
Arkenton is helping to guard Tawdry Rough as just a part of, hey, we have people that can do this type of thing.
Okay. Interesting.
You walk past the guard, gives you a nod, notices that you are pretty shiny of a paladin, except for your defining darkening feature being your mask. That hasn't been brought up in a long while, but this guard takes particular note of it and goes, wait, I think I recognize you?
Maybe.
You were here like 4 years ago or something.
Something like that. I didn't know there were still Arkenton people hanging out around here at that time. I couldn't remember. It's been a while.
You were here with a crazy mushroom druid. I remember this.
Yeah, they did not like the company for very long, unfortunately. They did make their way off on their own. Shortly after we came through here, actually.
Alright. Pleasure meeting you again. Sorry to take your time. Welcome to Tawdry Rough.
Not at all a problem, sir. Have a good day.
He nods and waves you into the city. Into the town. As you are meandering, because you were just kind of looking for like wherever you can potentially find lemonade.
Not sure if there's like a fresh lemonade originally squeezed or whatever.
Yeah, you don't really see any signs specifically stating that.
Fair enough.
For the most part, what gets shipped over to Arkenton is the lemons themselves. So you did, because you had teleported where you did to Tawdry, you didn't necessarily go specifically to a farm. So as you are meandering through Tawdry, you are more so looking for wagons which might have crates, like open crates where you just see lemons in one of the crates. And give me this is more of a searchy type thing. Give me an investigation roll.
Are you sure I can't use intimidation instead? Because I saw that right next to it. Much better of a roll. Intimidation, I have to say.
Alright.
I still don't work, to be clear.
You are searching for the better part of the afternoon into evening looking for this lemonade, unless you choose to give up earlier. Looking for lemons specifically, you're not having much luck until you see like the final wagon coming into town, basically from one of the farmsteads, as like a waypoint, stocking up on some supplies to make the trip down to Arkenton real quick.
So nobody sells like if at some point I probably would have like tried to ask around a little bit to see if anyone knew.
This
places
is
that had good
encompassing all of
lemonade.
that. That's how you figured out that it needed to be a
Okay.
wagon to begin with.
Fair enough.
So you finally see a wagon towards the end of the day, and it does indeed have a few open crates, all stacked full of lemons.
But what I've realized that through talking to people that the lemonade is actually made in Arkenton and not here.
So when you talk to the people, it can be made in either area. That part's not the problem. It's just you are aware that you've had the lemonade made in Arkenton because you've just lived there for your life.
Okay.
So in this instance, though, as you were looking around and you finally find this wagon, there's an older couple that are sat atop the wagon, being drawn by what looks to be just as old pack horse.
Fair enough. I'll go. So they're like bringing in wagons of lemons, or are they getting ready to send it out to Arkenton?
They are going. As you come up to them, they seem like they're going to be stocking up on supplies before the shops close, and then probably station in one of the Wayfair spots for the night, like an inn or just like even someone's stable if they can manage it. They might even have an agreement with one of the people in town, one of their stables.
Okay. I can approach and ask to see if they're selling any of the lemonades by chance, so I could buy some off of them. Some of the
Alrighty.
lemons.
You approach them and you begin the conversation. What do you say?
So it's rounding out in the evening now, you said?
Yes.
Good evening. Would I be able to buy a couple of those lemons off of you guys?
Oh, hello, Sonny. Yeah, you can buy some lemons off of us. It's about 8 copper for a bundle of 12.
Copper. I've heard of that one before. No. 8 copper for 12?
Yes, sir.
I can do that. I'll give
You're
him the
getting them
8
quite
copper.
fresh, too. Not every day someone comes all the way to Tawdry to purchase our lemons. Thank you.
Yeah, I thought I'd come get them fresh, you know?
What are you gonna... If you don't mind me asking, are you planning on making lemonade with them?
Yeah, that's kind of what I was hoping for. I wasn't sure if you knew a place I could get that done, or if you guys were able to do that in your end.
Well, you see, my wife just made this nifty tool. It's a juicer.
Oh, that sounds interesting and helpful.
Yeah, you see the woman start like picking through one of the other crates that wasn't actually full of lemons, and she comes out with this device that literally just looks like a cup, and a like a nutcracker, but large enough to fit a lemon in it,
Mhm.
to just squish the lemon with. That is attached to the this enlarged nutcracker, basically.
Interesting.
And you can see that instead of like an actual like full-on nutcracker, it's now got a cupped shape with grooves in it now to actually fit the lemon, and you assume to then let the lemon's juice squeeze out of the bottom of it into the
Nice.
cup.
Do you
And
have
if
any?
you want this, it'll be 1 silver.
Sure thing. I'll. Is this you guys' only one? I wouldn't want to take like the only prototype you have there.
Oh no, we've been working on this for a while. We've got plenty. We sell these quite often.
Perfect. Yeah, I'll take one. Easy. Then I would need some ice from somewhere. Do you guys know where I could pick up some of that?
Ice. Ice.
Is ice a thing? I
Oh.
don't know.
We just usually use water from the nearest tavern or bar. Or, get it from our own well, but we're not at our well right now, so we have our water skins if you want some water from that.
Oh, I can go find my own water. I don't need to take you guys' water. That's okay.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so 1 silver, 8 copper. Glad
Yes,
this
sir.
has taken multiple hours out of my life to find this. But
Liz, you might not be getting exhausted, but you are parched as fuck because you're on a fucking desert mountain thing, basically, where
I'm
a
sure he
volcano
has
is dried up.
water somewhere.
Liz was looking forward to this lemonade so much.
It's like, what's taking them so long? I didn't realize it was gonna take all day for this.
All right, well, we'll put a pause to that one, and we'll go back to Zeroji and Fen.
So there's this egg. Big,
Right.
beautiful, amazing egg.
Yeah.
It's down in the magical shop of shit that is run by Hans
Okay.
on the corner. That's a
Mhm.
shop. Hans's magical shop of shit on the corner.
Yeah. No, I've been there before. Whenever I first got here.
Okay. Every day I would walk past that shop and see this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful egg
Mhm.
emblazoned with essentially like fire and phoenix stuff on it. Beautiful piece of work. I want to be in that egg. Not me, but my clone.
Okay.
It is somewhat pricey. It's affordable. Hans is a bit of an asshole, so I don't want to pay him. But I still want that egg if you see where I'm going.
Right.
So,
okay. Here's the thing.
mhm.
Are you forgetting that you can turn invisible and also teleport?
No. But this is more fun.
So is this something that we'll do tonight? Because I planned. Well, I don't.
I mean, if you got, it's really just whenever Liz and Xavier happen to be conveniently elsewhere.
right now.
Right. I mean, if you're game right now.
But I don't mean right now in the sense of this second, but more so that they are busy right now and not here right now. So this would be probably the best time to do it.
Yes.
But obviously not during the day because it's what, on display in his front window, or
I mean, it was. I don't know if I haven't walked by a shop today or really recently. The egg should still be there, but he may have rotated out just because it's pricier and you can put better stuff, selling stuff in the window.
Kit, because you just made up a character for me, would you like to spell Hans's name?
Yeah. It's Khans.
where's the J?
No,
There's
apparently
no
it's K.
J. It's K. The K is silent.
Gotcha.
I'm sorry, I spelled it. It's HAKNS. There you go. Now you got the silent K in front of an N.
Atkins, Hans. And what was the shop called? Hans shop, Magic Shop of Shit.
Was it Hans's Magic Shop or Hans's Shop of Shit?
Hans's shop of magical shit on the corner.
Okay.
Magical shit on the corner. Okay. That's a lot to put on a sign, but I got it.
How heavy is this egg gonna be?
Fairly. That's also a part of the reason I can't carry it.
I don't think. Ugh.
Boy, I wish there was a way I could carry it.
Oh God, no. Now I could turn into something that could carry it, but actually good strength and if I turn into a Bohanoth, it would increase my strength, so I could be able to carry something heavy. And I can also teleport with it. Now, It's not teleport as in the spell, it's teleport within 60 feet. But I would need you to be there for me to be able to do it.
In the shop or in the 60 feet?
Probably close by. Not necessarily in the shop, but kind of close by, maybe.
Okay. Keep in mind, I do have spells to help us out. I've got like pass wall, plane shift.
I don't.
Fireball.
No, not in the city.
Wish.
Couldn't you just wish for the egg?
Well, yeah, but then I might lose the ability to use wish.
Oh, well, okay, yeah, that's understandable. Okay, well, I have some other shopping that will get done during the time before nightfall. And then before tomorrow morning, I need to be in a different town.
Understandable.
Now, Zeroji, you are aware of a security feature of this shop. If only because the way to get to it is through an alley, and only through an alley, despite the shop being on a corner. And the alley in Arkenton is well known in basically every other district of Arkenton as the floating alley. To describe it, the ground between the buildings here appears to fall away into the sky, and a path of floating slates offers the only way across. Now, there isn't usually, like, quote-unquote, security about this. It's just that you've dropped some stuff here, and you've never seen it come back.
Does
It's
it
like
go up or down?
one of the wonders of Arkenton.
Huh.
The stuff falls upwards. If you drop it, it very quickly changes orientation and falls off.
That is just okay. Well, I have a plan.
Go pee real quick.
Is a plus 3 strength going to be enough? I don't know the carry weight.
While I was peeing, I had a wonderful thought. We're gonna drop the egg into a volcano after it's ready.
Oh God,
What?
I understand why you're doing this, and I hate it.
So you're gonna just walk up to the forge with an egg, and and Wiz is just gonna go, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Just
Where'd you get that
slowly
egg?
pushing it in.
Just gonna push you to the magma, turn around and leave. No context. Maybe
No.
give you a biscuit.
Looks. Zeroji looks at Liz, much like a cat would look at their owner, with his hand just slowly on the egg, just ever so casually tilting it and pushing it. Eyes dead set on Liz the whole time. The egg falls in. Zeroji walks away.
Or carrying.
Alternatively,
I like the metaphor you're going for here, since you know the aspect now.
Mm-hmm. I'm playing into it as fun.
Yeah, I got a plan.
What do you need from me?
I just need you to be close and doing things.
I'm good at both of those.
The things that I'm doing are legendary actions, so I can't do them on my turn. So I need someone else there to be doing something.
Cast prestidigitation every turn.
just sweeping the ground. Just prestidigitation.
Alright. So, Hans's shop of magical shit on the corner is in the Ashwood district. It doesn't take long to get there, really anywhere in the city for you guys at this point in your adventuring careers. Especially considering someone can use their underworld, not necessarily contacts, but their ability to just travel by nefarious means. And you cut through the city in very short order to the floating alley. And you do indeed see that the alley is very clean, almost like the ground itself is made of glass that just reflects the sky. And you see the slates that Zeroji was talking about just floating a few inches above the clear glass ground. Zeroji also knows that because he's tested this, if he tries to fly in this area, he too begins to just fall into the sky.
Now, to get to the shop, we have to go through the alley.
To get to the shop, you must go through the alley. It might be on a corner, but the other side of that corner, while it looks like it continues on into the rest of other areas of Arkenton or whatever, takes you right back to the alley.
And what about on top of the buildings?
So that has never been tested by anyone but thieves, and you are not aware of any thieves that have told any stories about it.
Okay. Then I suppose we will go through the alleyway. 27 stealth.
Do you want to pass wall spell?
I like that. 1, 27, 10, 27. Okay.
What's the spell do?
You walk through walls like Kitty Pride.
Oh yeah, no, that'll be great.
Cool. Yeah, just let me know when.
I'm assuming time has progressed because I'm not doing this in the middle of the day. When the shop's open, that would be dumb.
Oh, sure. Yeah, it can be evening now, much like it is with the other
Okay.
2 people.
Meanwhile, I bought a ring resistance fire and a spell scroll for Regenerate during this time.
Okay. I think you already took the gold off. I remember you saying that last week, or
I did
last
all the rolls
4 weeks ago,
everything.
or whatever.
Yeah. When we last played, I made a list so that I would remember. Because I knew I wouldn't remember. Okay. So yeah, 27 stealth and. Okay, this is just you create. Okay, so you just create a spot that opens up a hole in the wall. Okay, so use that on the most secluded side of the shop.
Okay.
So are you still trying to go through the alleyway itself, or like are you trying to Assassin's Creed this and start free running across some roofs?
I don't see a need to free run across the roof. We could just go through the alleyway.
As you are overlooking the alleyway from a hidden spot, you kind of just like have Zeroji at arm's length even further behind you in this hidden spot because he did not roll a stealth and he's not the quietest right now. You are spying on the shop across the alleyway. The alleyway itself is only like 30 feet long, and two people wide, pretty much. So general alleyway. But you do see that the reason why this alleyway is positioned the way it is because, or maybe not necessarily the alleyway, but the shop itself is positioned the way it is because there is a guard outside the shop just very clearly overlooking this alleyway from the very prominent door that the alleyway would lead up to. And if you were to attempt to... Excuse me, I was eating food and I got the hiccups a little bit. The guard doesn't. If you were to attempt to just walk across this alleyway, it would be very plain to see. Even if you are have a 27 stealth, you know that stepping off of the slates starts having you fall into the sky as well. If you step off the slates, like trying to get onto the glass floor, pretty much.
Do you want me to maze him?
No, I do have something for that.
The alleyway all of a sudden grows to 90 feet. And I'm kidding.
One, I'm gonna use alter self on myself, so I do not look like myself. I'm gonna look like one of the bandits that was at the bridge.
Okay. This time.
One of the muggers?
Yes.
we'll say this is just like a modification of your stealth roll. You can keep your previous stealth roll to do this, since it is basically a different usage of stealth. I guess, which mugger do you want to look like, Ben, or I think it's Adam?
The one that was still alive. Not the one that was bleeding out, but the other one.
Gotcha. Alright. So you walk up there, and you start walking through the alleyway after your disguise is in place. And you don't feel any fluctuations to yourself. And you make it through the alley unscathed.
So is this the only thing that's back here? Is the shop, or is there?
As you are looking around, now that you're at this corner now, you see the other road. And it does. You see other people. Like, you see people. It's only evening right now, so people are kind of just heading to taverns or back home from their jobs. You see people that are walking down that alley, the other street basically, but the alleyway itself is empty now. Because you just got through it. I don't think Zeroji followed you. I'm not sure. And it's just the shop on this road. Like, you see other shops, but the alleyway specifically leads to this shop.
Okay.
The other shops would be down that road, the other one that is not a part of the alleyway. It is indeed the shop on the corner.
I'm trying my best to picture it. So there's a guard out front.
Mm-hmm.
Go with. Is there a way for me to slip to one of the sides where the guard cannot see me?
He's got his eye on you for sure right now, so I don't know if, like, there are sides to this shop, so you can definitely try. He does have his eyes on you though.
Okay. How tall is the roof? Like, to the roof?
The roof to something that you can get a handhold of would be about 10 feet tall. The best place to get a handhold to would be like the awning that the guard is under, but he's obviously right there, so.
Yeah. I'm gonna go down one of the sides and then use Misty Step to be on the roof.
As you walk down one of the sides, and right as you are about to use Misty Step, you pop right next to Zeroji.
That was fast.
That's not how that was supposed to go. Did I use Misty Step or no?
You did not use Misty Step.
So this was a product of me going down the side of the building.
Correct.
Okay.
You did probably look up and down the guard pretty well as he was eyeing you, so you can give me a perception check if you want on that.
32.
This is like your normal standard fare bodyguard. Like, this dude is literally just paid by the shopkeep for this specific job. While he looks burly and muscly, he had like a cudgel, not even a mace or anything, at his side, and you can tell this is just hired muscle. He probably doesn't even have any skills with that weapon, let alone maybe not even with too much in the way of street fights.
You can put him in a maze.
have. That was one idea, mind you. That was one idea.
Can also give him psychological terrors that will haunt him, possibly kill him.
We don't need to go around killing random people that don't deserve it. We had a conversation about this just yesterday. Just today, actually.
Well, that's when we're told by someone else to do it.
Man, I could feel Xavier face palming from Tawdry Rough.
Hang on, my Zeroji sense is tickling.
How many? I still have 3 of those. Okay, I can use 2. That's fine.
I'm up here like contemplating how if I just want to give this guy extra money just because I have it.
Do you?
Which guy? The lemonade guy?
Is there anyone around on this side of the alley?
There's a couple kids that were there. Zeroji didn't necessarily scare them away. They were interested in the alleyway and then also interested in the winged tiefling, but very quickly just went about their business otherwise. Kind of like, how kids would usually go, oh, wonders, I want to see the wonder. And then they, try to search out the next wonder.
What kind of fucking childhood did you have?
Let's say this is more of an anime trope. How about that?
Ah.
So the alley is 30 foot. How far is the shop from us?
The shop itself is pretty much just like another, because the alley widens out into a road with the shop across from it so that the shop can actually be on a corner of the roads. The road itself is about 15-20 feet wide, so it's about 50 feet to get to like the door of the shop.
Okay. Well, we'll see how this goes. I am going to use polymorph to turn into a Balhanath.
Okay.
And I have telepathy for up to a mile, so I'm going to tell Zeroji to do something like prestidigitation.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna clean my shoes.
The Balharath has blind sight of 500 feet.
Before we continue this, Zeroji, I am assuming you are prestidigitizing your shoes like in front of the alley so that the guard can actually see you doing it.
Yeah.
Okay. Continue.
Sure. So has blind sight for up to 500 feet. So I'm going to blind sight, see into the shop, and then at the end of Zeroji's turn, use teleport, which is up to 60 feet to an unoccupied space that I can see.
Okay. Yeah. So while you can only see in like kind of like blurs, you get like a heat map of what's going on inside the shop. So you can tell where the floor is or where things generally are through this heat map of a sort. And you attempt to teleport into the shop and give me a dexterity check.
Did I use my dexterity or the creature's dexterity?
You
For
use
physical.
the creature's physical stats.
Oh boy. 6.
That's my dexterity. Wait a minute.
Hang on, before you say anything, do you have anything that can help this?
What's
Did you use
your
your portents already?
well? You already
Well,
I mean,
you
I
used
already
all of
burned
your
my
portents in that
portents.
yeah.
fight.
All the portents got
Seeing if
used.
I have other shit to help.
as a reaction,
Yeah.
Zeroji, I need you to give me a dexterity check as well now.
Oh, hang on. I don't like this.
you're fucking idiots.
Dexterity
of course
check
you
or
don't like
dexterity
this.
save?
It's check.
21.
Wow.
I'm upset.
um, your teleport did go off, and you were very momentarily shifted, but you were not shifted where you thought you would be shifted. Instead, you are shifted slightly above Zeroji in this context at the beginning of the alleyway again, and you were not able to correct your fall. So you would have landed on him had Zeroji not noticed you quickly enough to sidestep you. You are at the beginning of the floating alleyway. Zeroji may have, and this might just be something that slipped his mind too, because he never thought to steal from this place before, but it's got some security features, we'll say. And you're beginning to come up
No.
against them.
What? Security features in a magic shop?
Right? Who would have thunk it?
Place that sells high-level magic components might consider someone with magic powers might try to steal from there. Crazy.
Will, you're not there.
It continues to amaze me that he just thinks everyone else in the world is incompetent.
We want to have fun.
In Zabroji's head, this is going swimmingly.
Uh-huh.
I'm intrigued, I have to say. I think you're being dumb, but I am intrigued.
I
What
can
if
maze
we-
the guard.
What if we mazed the guard and then I just broke in normally?
You do notice the guard is it hasn't really moved from his spot. He's still just looking at you guys now. Yes, he saw the Bahamut, and he's still he's just looking at you guys.
That's another day in the office.
That's a large aberration.
Uh-huh.
It looks fucked up.
Oh yeah.
Hang on.
He's probably seen some shit.
At the end of the guard's turn, I use vanish. Turn invisible for 10 minutes.
How high up is the guard?
About
He's like-
50 feet away, right?
He's like, yeah, he's about 50, 45-ish feet away, and it's only like one step up to the deck
I'd like
that
to
leads
get
up to this
within
door.
30 feet of him and then cast Detect Magic.
That will put you in the alleyway still.
I mean, I don't intend to stay here. I'm a little bit suspicious of this guard now.
You walk to within 30 feet of this guard and attempt to cast Detect Magic, and your vision whites out.
As in, there's too much magic?
As in, this alleyway is just purely made of magic from what you can tell.
What happens if I did, so it has a duration, 10 minutes,
Mhm.
unless I drop it. Once I walk out of the alleyway, what's it look like?
The shop itself doesn't seem to have any magic along the outside of it. You see like a shell of magic that is encompassing a room. What you can assume is the front room, the room that actually displays all of the magic accoutrement that is there.
This fucker's shop isn't on the corner.
You also see the guard is a very weak source of magic.
I will inform Fen of this. He
The guard's not real, is he?
is a very weak source of magic.
I don't think the guard's real.
I don't even know if the shop is real at this point.
That's crazy. That's actually funny. I'm not saying it's wrong. It's funny.
I was ready to throw this alleyway against anything Fen tried stealing from in Arkenton, and this just happened to be it, and I'm happy about it.
This is amazing.
If we dispel magic on the alleyway.
Which part? It's
It is more. Fen and Zeroji, you're both intelligent enough to realize this. It is beginning to become more of like a puzzle on how to get in the way you're attempting to get in, rather than just walking through the front door normally.
I don't know if that's more incentive or less incentive for them to do it.
I
It's
don't
kind
know
of
either.
more- At this point, I just like I don't know how you feel, Fen, but the challenge is there now.
All right, I'm gonna leave you two on that for now, and we're gonna go back to Xavier because we know what Liz is doing. So we fly up. The camera pans over really quickly. Very, very minorly, all four of you see just like another beaten and battered bandit. You're not sure if it's the same one from before, and then it very quickly goes back to Tawdry again into Xavier's perspective.
I need one more thing, and that's a glass, unless I have one on me. And one place that I know has something I can use like a glass. I'm going to the bar.
All right, so you paid them the 1 silver and 8.
1 silver
8
and
copper.
8 copper, yeah.
All right. They thanked you kindly for your business. And
Very
then you
helpful.
go to the bar.
Preferably not the float around and fly in the sky high drinking tavern, unless that's the only one in town.
There is only one inn in Tawdry, and it is called the Old Spoke Inn. It is ran by, you remember, or you might remember, an old hunter that is named Kurth.
Sure, I'm done. Is it the point where it's busy? This will be a weird question.
Generally speaking, because it is evening, much like how I had explained to
Yeah.
Zeroji and Co., yes, people are beginning to shuffle their way to the inn because it doubles as a tavern.
Perfect. All right, I'm gonna walk up and say hello. I would like just a glass or a mug. I don't know what they use here. I can't remember. But like, I would like to just buy one off of you.
I remember you. Did you get any of those jobs done?
A couple of them, yeah. The I can't remember how it was described. The bird forest. That one was interesting for sure.
Ah, the chickens! The giant
Yeah.
chickens.
Oh, the giant chickens. Yes. That
Yes.
one we did a couple of those. There are some very dangerous chickens in that forest.
Oh, I'm sorry. You see, are you the only survivor?
No.
Yes.
The rest of my party is just up to other stuff at the moment. They're busy.
That does. You seem different. You
It's been a
seem
few
much
years,
more
I've
much more
grown.
geared out. It's I'm
I've
glad to
come
see
to some
adventuring
power.
suits you.
Yeah, it's been working out well for me. I only died a couple times, and that was in the future, so you don't have to worry about that
All
one.
right. As he's like creating just minor chit chat with you, he does get you a glass, but because of the way you asked, he's immediately just assuming you want some ale, and he has been filling it up.
Oh no! Oh, like if I see him start to fill up, oh, I'm like, oh no! I'll pull lemon out of my bag. I'm like, I'm just gonna use it for lemonade.
I mean, okay. Oh, so you just
Uh,
like want
I
to
have-
buy the glass?
Yeah, just the glass.
Okay, that's that'll be 3 copper.
You know what? You were nice to me first time around. You were nice to me now. I'll give you a gold for it, just to be generous.
Here's 50 gold.
No. I don't want to show off that much wealth. I don't want to have to kill anybody in this bar.
You
That
see
tries
his
to attack
eyes
me.
just like not greedily glint, but you know how anyone who doesn't usually deal in a lot of gold sees gold and their eyes just glint over because gold runs the world. His eyes glint at seeing gold, and he's like,
This is honestly for the most interesting high I've ever had. The last time I was here, when we were all floating
don't-
around and shit.
this
That's an
definitely isn't
experience
worth.
I've remembered for years.
Okay, you're welcome.
I just,
Slides
use
the
it to
glass over
tidy
to
up
you.
the company.
Actually, he takes it back and he's like, I can't give you this. Hold on, I got a better glass. He
Oh?
goes back into the kitchen.
Okay.
He comes back and you see like a well-polished, very cleaned, actual glass, because the other one was just like a tankard. Like actual glass, about the size of a normal like ball jar.
Okay.
But it is made of glass, actually see-through and clean, and he hands you that one for the gold piece.
That's very generous of you. Thank you. I'm actually going to be making this lemonade for a friend, so I'm going to be on my way, but I appreciate the help.
Pleasure's mine.
Have a good rest of your evening,
You're
sir.
really happy with how your adventuring career is going. Maybe we can talk about it sometime. He's
Perhaps we
very
can have a chat.
flabbergasted. He is extremely flabbergasted at what
I
just
will just,
transpired.
completely oblivious to the fact that he's that flabbergasted by it, because money is nothing to me now. I'm just going to walk out and just go ahead and get out of town and just teleport over.
The best part would be like, oh hey, watch this as you go outside and boom.
Oh, I'm waiting to get out of town before I do that
Okay.
again.
You should introduce him to like Bahamut and see if you can be a follower.
No.
What? Yes.
Alright, I have 3 teleports left today. Because I forgot I teleported Arier over to Mythnadoon. I forgot I did that,
Mm-hmm.
and then teleported back, so there's a couple more gone than I expected. But that's okay.
Liz, you hear that sound, and you turn around and definitely see Xavier with if he could smile through his mask, you could probably see the smile.
Hi, sorry it took a little longer than expected. It was hard to find. I guess Tawdrift doesn't actually sell it as lemonade, and also the people who had the lemons aren't going to town so late. Sorry, but I got this cool glass.
He pulls out like a ball jar that you could make in like 10 minutes.
If you needed a glass, I could have made one.
I mean, as much fun as I'm sure it would have been to pour the lemonade like directly into your mouth from the lemon, I think it's a little easier. I'll sit down and start getting to work on squeezing the lemon juice out of the lemon into this cup.
Liz just kind of blushes at and looks kind of shy at that.
Oh yeah, they didn't have any actual lemonade, so I've got to make it from scratch. I only have 12 lemons, but
That should be enough to make a couple of glasses, I'd imagine.
perfect. No, make sure the next trip is quicker.
I'm actually pretty positive, Liz, that you could use one of your like cantrip artifice things to actually just make glasses if you want.
don't know what she can do.
That's funny. That's great. All right. The first lemon, you realize does not squish the way like you didn't really learn what to do, like that you had to actually like rip the lemon open a little bit in order for the juice to actually have an initial breakpoint to come out of. So the first one just kind of busted and made a mess, but you got some lemon in there, and then the other ones you fixed it and you juiced the other ones all perfectly fine.
Yeah, practice, you know.
And you and Liz have I don't know if you guys probably have like a tankard on your sides or something. I don't know. That like comes normal with Ren Fair get-ups. But yeah, Liz enjoys lemonade out of the ball jar that you got for her, and you enjoy any lemonade you would like to, if you so choose. Xavier?
Probably more fun learning how to make it. I've never done like the grunt work, like the handiwork, you know, the peasant stuff, you know.
This is true. You are a noble. You are a noble.
The peasant stuff. God, I hated that.
It would be peasant stuff.
I
Actually
hated
would
that.
be.
I hated my mouth forming those words in that order.
But that's your background.
I know,
That's like
I know,
the
I
first
know.
time in forever your background has been brought up. Okay. Since your two's actions, I think, are a bit died down at the moment, we will go back to Zeroji and Fen again.
So the whole thing is magic. Can't
Yes.
teleport over there. Can't walk down the side of the building. What if we just go through the front door?
There's an idea.
I'm just gonna walk across the alleyway.
Are you doing this as a bahana?
Yes.
The second you take a step into the alleyway, you are put back at the entrance to the alleyway.
Okay.
Oh gosh, I still have those maps.
I still think that this music sounds like a Knuckles level in Sonic Adventure Battle 2.
Do you want me to change it?
No, it's great.
I
It's
have
very,
one.
it's very casual. I like it.
It's nice
But
and
it's just got
relaxed.
a-
It doesn't make me feel like we're dying.
Well, we're not. It's got a certain
Yes.
theme to it. It's like the Knuckles songs had like a theme to them, or like a style or whatever. It just feels like it.
I tell Zeroji to clean his shoes.
Alright, I cleaned my shoes.
You know, peasant stuff, but the magic way to make it easier.
At the end of his turn, I try to teleport into the street in front of the shop.
Again, that same feeling. You feel your teleport begin to move you. And Zeroji, having the forethought to know what you might attempt to do, started cleaning his shoes in view, but to the side now. Basically, what the guard would have seen is that Zeroji saw a Bahana almost land on his head, shuffled to the side, and then casually, even though a Bahana was there, begins to clean his shoes again with magic. Like, this is just any other Sunday.
You know what I think you guys are missing? You need to mix it up. Zeroji needs to make his shoes dirty so he can clean them next turn.
Good point. Good point.
And so he had the forethought to move to the side to do this. As you teleport and are in the air a little bit again, but you land on your feet because there's not really a Zeroji under you to land on.
Okay. What if I just gave you 2,000 gold?
kind of takes the challenge out of it, doesn't it?
I had plans. This was not in my plan.
So this is something even the great Fenzinoral can't steal from? This has
No.
defeated you?
I did not say that.
You have admitted defeat.
I have not.
That's an awful lot like what it sounds like to me. You know what?
I have a lot
I
more
will
time to prep.
pay you 2,000 gold if you manage to pull this off.
All right, I drop the polymorph and walk across.
Are you still in your alter self?
Yes.
Okay. You do manage to walk across without being teleported back to the entrance of the alleyway.
I walk up to the guard.
You walk up to the guard.
Hi, how are you doing?
Give me a perception check.
24.
Guard is an illusion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What?
Mm-hmm.
No.
On that, anything that saw that creature just appear and not fucking freak out either knew it was about to happen or couldn't see it.
Guard is looking at you. He just doesn't reply, and you find out it's because the guard is an illusion.
Wouldn't? Nah. When I had blind sense from the Valharath, was there anybody else in the building, or was there anyone in the building?
There was, from your sense of it, there was an individual inside the building. Yes.
Okay. Check for traps.
Give me an investigation.
Is that investigation? That's investigation. 22.
Doesn't seem to be any on the door. If that's what you're checking for. Like around the area of this opening, this entrance, does not seem to be any traps.
Is the door locked?
As you attempt it, it does seem to, the latch clicks open. The door is still currently closed as you have not pushed it open.
So it's unlocked?
You do see a now open sign right on the window to the door.
It's a store. What did you think was going to happen?
I'm sorry. There was a little bit of miscommunication, because I did say I didn't want to do this until night, and you said evening, so I misunderstood. I don't want to be here right now. I want to be here after hours.
After it's closed.
I want to be here after it's closed.
Do you want to come back later then?
Yes.
He was
Okay.
planning on being here later already, which is funny.
Okay, there was a miscommunication then. You wait an hour and now the shop should be closed.
Neat. Christ. I use Alter Self again because it lasts an hour.
Why did I just get pinged from that?
Is the
server?
guard still there after hours?
Yes.
Okay, so all this basically still happened, is what I'm understanding. Or I would assume, I guess. I don't know if that's exactly how it works.
Come
Guard
back
is still
in
there. You come back in an hour. Is anything changing about your approach?
No, because it doesn't seem to work.
I will say, Even from this distance, I will make it a more obvious here because I did not before that the shop does still say now open. You do know, like every other shop, unless it's a tavern, is closed right now.
I guess I'm drinking a hair leader.
Hey, this does
What?
fuck with my plan a little bit.
There's a dog hair like cemented into the ice cube that I tried to
Oh.
pull out. It will not leave.
You could just throw out that ice cube.
You can
Yeah,
also
well.
break the ice cube.
But how am I gonna break it in such a way that I only get the hair out?
I mean,
What
you
if I
are
break
Xavier.
it
Just
and-
crush it in your
What if-
fist with your skull, with your belt of ogre strength.
Why would I do
Never-
that when I have this lemonade crusher now?
You've never used crushed ice in a drink before?
No, what if the hair just breaks with the ice and it's still just in the ice?
The hair will float to
Yes.
the surface, and then you can pull the hair out.
I'm so
Then I've got to
Not
wait for
like-
the ice to melt.
not in
No,
your
no, no.
drink. Just
You
crush
crush
it
the
on the
ice.
table. Discard the piece that has the hair in it, and you still have the rest of the ice.
I mean, I might as well just dump out the rest of the ice. It's whatever.
I don't know.
Quit distracting me. You're trying to steal something stupid. Go ahead.
I'm sorry you caused the distraction. Get the fuck back to business.
Was the egg in the window?
As you are window shopping to peruse the goods as well, you do see an egg in the window that you can only assume is what Zeroji is after.
And it's fucking huge, right?
That's pretty big. It could fit a pretty large humanoid in the fetal position. I've noticed I am turning my chair to the beat.
It does have that like pleasant upbeat.
This is just like the song for this day's D&D. Next day's D&D's got to be a different song.
Mm.
In my defense, I thought I was muted, and I checked afterwards, and I'm like, well, fuck.
Let's just go in. I have 4 more altar selves left.
Both of us?
No, just me.
The shop does still say it's open. Do you just walk right in?
Mm-hmm.
All right. You walk right on in. You get a very clipped greeting. Hello, thief.
I've been called worse. What do you
You
think
here
I'm
to
a-
buy or steal?
Be honest.
Honestly, at this point, I have plans. I'm here to steal.
That makes this choice easier. You are at the entryway of the alley again.
Huh.
I'm about to shoot that fucker through his fucking front door.
I want to say Hans is a balding gentleman, kind of portly. Like he acts as uppity as his as like the personality would indicate, as his body features would indicate. He's portly, he's balding, he's kind of ugly. He knows he's got like that magic shop that
Damn.
everyone wants to go to for their
You just kind of shit on this guy that's existed for like 45 minutes.
Hey, I already said he was an asshole. Like, just off rip.
Basically, he's got this personality where he knows he has that one magic shop that contains the higher end magical components that higher level mages would love to use in their everyday magics. You know, like creating clones and bullshit like that. So, he definitely acts with that in mind, and just has the attitude to push that on anyone that comes into his shop.
There's windows on the front of his shop. Yeah.
Yeah, there's the one display window that has the egg in it, among other things.
Can you see through that to him? Through the rest of the shop?
You can't see through it to the rest of the shop. Weirdly, it seems like whatever is in that display window, whatever is behind it, is either extremely blurred or just not visible at all.
Gonna walk across the alleyway.
Mhm.
And try and break the front window.
How are you trying to break the front window?
I attack it with a rapier.
All right. As soon as your rapier, I guess give me an attack roll. You might miss.
I hope not.
You might roll in that one. There's always that chance.
Is that one? 28.
As soon as your rapier connects with the window, you feel a shock. Not of damage, just of, like, transport. Usually you've been doing this through, like, teleports and stuff like this, or even just, like, the other stuff, but this one was a bit forced compared to the last ones. You weren't just, like,
Redirected. He was moved.
You weren't just, like, put in the spot. The force, this time, knocks you out of the front of the alleyway, and you actually do a little acrobatic backflip and land on your feet again, catching yourself and sliding a couple more feet.
I thought he was gonna get teleported in front of his Roji and stab him instead of the window.
That's why I was about to say I'm going to preemptively duck.
Hmm. You know what? I have one more of these. I'm gonna turn into a beholder
Okay.
and look at the shop with the anti-magic cone.
Okay. You're doing it from the other side of the alleyway?
Yep.
You start seeing random knickknacks begin to fall from the sky. And that continues on for a long while. Like, most of it is just like gravel or random like paint flecks or other things like that. Chips of rocks or other things like that you would normally see. Weirdly, at one point, you do see a skeleton also fall to the to the ground.
Right.
I was getting there. V decided to spoil things. It's not a human skeleton. It is actually that of an animal. This one is of a canine variety. This just goes on for a while. You don't see any stop to it in sight. The guard is gone, as your cone does envelop the guard as well.
Mhm.
And from what you can tell, it is working on the shop, but you haven't moved closer to the shop yourself, as you're not sure what else could be falling from this alleyway at the moment, unless you would like to move through the alleyway now.
Yeah, I don't see why not.
All right.
I have a 20-foot hover.
And with you moving through this alleyway, Zeroji, you are watching as a beholder moves through the alleyway, a beholder known as Fen. And immediately behind what Fen passes through begins to again start floating up into the sky. And it's very odd when you just see the skeleton that had fallen to the ground and like shattered into many pieces, actually reforms fully into the canine skeleton and just floats back up into the sky again, out of your view.
Huh. That's probably fine.
You make it through the alleyway. The whole alleyway seems to have all of its magic back, and you make it to the front door of the shop. It is a bit narrower than a beholder could fit through.
Oh, that's fine. Oh boy. I hate that this is RNG. So I'm gonna start shooting eye rays at the top of the window, so that if the ray were to go through, it does not hit the egg.
Mhm.
And I have to RNG this until I get the disintegrate ray. I'm assuming.
As you are like debating or even just like firing your lasers, the front door of the shop does open, and a now hectic fat bastard known as Hans walks out and finishes the crescendo of a spell that he was reading from a scroll and points at you.
I look at him.
And then he looks very confused, because what he had cast was something that is supposed to dispel a polymorph like that, and you are indeed still polymorphed. And then he gets really scared and runs back into the shop again. Do you continue trying to melt the window?
Yes. Or actually, I've got a bite attack. I'm going to bite the window.
Roll me another attack.
19 to hit.
That hits.
15 piercing.
The window does break. You will take some damage yourself, as some glass shards are not comfortable to chew on.
Yeah.
Not that you're chewing on the glass specifically, but just that, it is glass.
Yeah, I just, it's like punching through a window. Like, you're gonna get cut. I get that.
You take 10 piercing damage.
Okay. 170 more beholder HP to go.
Indeed.
He
He comes back to the window itself and says, Stop! 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 What the fuck do you want? Just take it and go.
use some eye stalks and grab the egg while staring at him. and then float away.
As soon as your anti-magic cone is no longer on unless you keep it on the shop.
Well, it's gonna stay on the shop until like we are through the alleyway and out of the line of sight of the alleyway and him.
Okay. You go for a bit of a ride into the air. You are a beholder, so floating at different heights doesn't necessarily affect you. You do get up to the same distance as where the skeleton of the canine is, as well as what appears to be every other object that has ever been floated up here. You are about like 3,000 feet in the air right now. As while the alley is turning off behind you as you're going through it, it was not off when you initially walked through, since you did not turn around your anti-magic cone.
Yeah.
You do just keep kind of trudging through at this height now until you go through the entirety of what would have been the alley's 30 feet, and you realize that it is done as you are slowly floating back down to the ground again.
It's gonna take a minute for me to get back down.
Yes.
20 feet at a time. Here we go.
Can you make a spell scroll for a spell at a higher level than it's originally supposed to be cast? Like an 8th level spell.
An 8th level what? You cut out.
Like dispel magic, for example.
Yes, you can actually do that. It still makes it at like the base spell level, I'm pretty sure. Like you might cast it at 8th level, it still only takes the original level.
Okay, I wasn't sure if you could make a spell scroll for a higher level than it was originally intended. Okay.
It takes a while, yes. So you do eventually float back down to the ground with an egg just kind of cradled on your head between your eye stalks.
So, fun question. Does Zeroji know Undercommon or Deep Speech?
I know Infernal and Celestial.
Neither of those are Undercommon or Deep Speech.
But I comprehend languages is a wizard spell, right?
I think. I start talking to you in Deep Speech once I come down. I have the egg. Let's go.
Shit, cool. Actually, yeah, I have that one as a ritual. Alright.
So we'll say that while Fen was slowly floating back down, that Zeroji, in preparation for Fen arriving, casted Comprehend Languages. It is at about halfway through Fen's descent, though, Zeroji, that you notice alarm bells begin to ring throughout, like, this area.
Time to plane shift. Yeah, we are going elsewhere.
So Fen wasn't all the way down yet, so when you heard the alarm bells, would you have started flying up towards him?
I would have been prepping plane shift to GTFO as soon as he's ready.
Okay. Alright. We'll stop with you guys there and go back to Xavier and Liz. Lemonade has been finished. Is there anything you two wanted to talk about, or Xavier, did you want to do something else while Liz continued her blacksmithing?
Yeah, I think Liz is just gonna keep blacksmithing unless Xavier wanted to talk about something. But she's also probably gonna actually sleep tonight because it would be nice to get some of the hit points back and stuff like that from after the fight.
Fair.
one plane shifts or two?
It's a 7th level spell slot, so I have my 7th, my 8th, and then my
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 9th level spell slots.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Wizards, man.
Turn it off like a light switch.
Yeah, I started to get a little frustrated in my brain. I'm just like, you know what? Fuck your magic. Fuck all your magic. I'm gonna just turn it off.
All my years of stealthing and working around stuff out the window, I'm gonna go through the window now.
Yes.
To be fair to Finn, he usually does take like a month to research a place before breaking into it.
Instead of
Yeah,
doing
like-
zero research.
Yeah, I usually spend quite a bit of time prepping beforehand, so I know the ins and like everything about where I'm going, around where I'm going, like how many people could be around the shop, in the shop, that kind of thing.
It's funny because he probably barely saw your face, but he knows Zeroji's face probably.
He didn't see my face.
Yeah.
I didn't steal it though.
I'm sure that'll fly.
The holder did.
I wonder if
Parkinson
he'll just
court.
be guilty by association. Because
You're
you were
gonna have
there.
to find the egg to prove theft.
And they are not finding it in the volcano.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Nice.
Uh,
It is on Xavier and Liz right now.
Oh, I'm chilling. I'm chilling until
Yeah,
we sleep.
Yeah, basically.
Are you
just-
sleeping before talking to a dragon? Is that what your plan is?
Yes, I would like my sword before I talk to the dragon,
Okay.
and then sleep after.
Okay.
In whatever order, whichever those two happen.
All right, that
Yeah.
brings us, since you two, I'm not sure if you have any RP you want to do in the meantime there.
Probably just small talk whenever Liz stops foraging for the night, but not really anything crazy.
I would definitely say if Xavier did have a sixth sense for Zeroji shenanigans.
I mean, the stuff that he could possibly get up to now is so far beyond my comprehension of what he could do. Like,
And we
I don't know.
both know that those two together, something's going on. It's better just not to think about it.
cannot have guilty by
Like,
association if not
world-
associated with.
The world just isn't safe anymore. Period.
It true.
Very true.
All right, I guess you two small talk into the night and eventually just hit the hay. So we'll go back to Fen and Zeroji. Fen finally makes it down, and Zeroji pretty much plane shifts as soon as Fen makes it within range. Fen, I think you have to be a willing participant. Are you willing?
Yes.
Zeroji, what plane are you going to?
We're going to the astral plane.
What could go
Unless, wait, you have fire resistance, right?
wrong? Okay. Ba.
Sounds like a yes.
Just because I do does not mean I want to go somewhere with fire.
Okay, well, option astral or option plane of fire?
Astral.
Okay, we're going to the astral plane.
All right. You bop yourselves off into the astral plane. Everything somehow just becomes all purpley and darkish. It almost seems like a reflection of where you were just at, except it's more just a plains. You don't necessarily see buildings. You see like shadows of where buildings could have been. and it currently just seems very empty as far as your eyes can see in every direction so far. Like you don't
Alright.
see any ocean or anything in the direction that Arkenton's ocean would have been. You don't see the big ass river that you would have seen to the north of where you were. Nothing like that. No defining features. You do see a beholder that is still holding your egg, though, Zeroji. And Fen,
That's-
you, with all of your eyes and still floating a bit above the ground, sees a little bit more as you see just like a wall of a forest that is far off, like right at the distance of your vision to the east.
Okay, now I just plane shift us back to the volcano.
I'm going to be looking up or have the anti-magic cone eye closed during all of this. I don't want to accidentally nope something.
Okay, and then I will plane shift us back to the material plane on the volcano.
Oh man. I'm having a great visual image of Zeroji and I just popping up at the volcano. Except I'm a beholder holding an egg.
Oh, hey, Liz.
What the fuck?
I'm just gonna ask one question.
You aren't here. You're at the
I am.
bar having
What do
some
you
lemonade.
mean?
Oh shit! Did you pop over?
Yes.
Yes.
Ah. What's
I
your
just
question?
have. Did anybody die?
No, we went out. We bought an egg.
Shush,
and
shush,
we
shush.
weren't
I didn't
strong
ask. No,
enough.
shut up. Shut up. I didn't ask any other fucking questions. Did anybody die?
I shake an eye
said
thought
no.
no.
That was to the bought an egg.
I'm
That's
sorry.
as
Got
far-
an egg. I said
as l-
got an.
That's as much investment as I want to put into this at this exact moment because it's time for me to sleep.
I'm gonna set the egg down.
If you hadn't come back as a beholder, I would have had no questions. Frankly.
Well, he wouldn't have been able to carry it as a beholder, or as a not beholder.
Yeah. I set the egg down on Zeroji's foot.
I die.
Oh my gosh.
This is more than I wanted to know about what you were doing.
I dropped the form of the beholder.
Ignorance really was bliss in this regard.
Being a beholder is different. There's so many eyes, so many perspectives. It's very weird.
Can't wait to never find out.
Maybe one day.
Don't think so.
It's very useful.
I'm sure.
Like, everything Zeroji is, you can just be like, no. Just bap him on the head. Just
I'm
turn
sure-
him off.
I'm sure he'd have something to say against that.
Well, obviously.
Well, if he can't cast any magic, there wouldn't be much he could do about it.
If it were that simple to beat Zeroji, I feel like the world would be a worse place.
I don't know about you, but I feel like a nap.
How about a full sleep?
Yeah. I
Also-
feel like doing that too.
Miser, is this egg currently magma proof, or would it need improvements from Liz?
It would need some improvements.
Okay. Liz, can you make this magma proof at some point, please?
Why?
I'm gonna push it into the volcano.
I figured that part was obvious.
That was pretty obvious. But why?
I want to make a phoenix egg.
I feel like Liz is just
feel
giving
like-
you a stupid look right now, Zeroji.
Other actions need to happen to make a phoenix egg.
Trust me, I'm a wizard.
You've made a phoenix before.
Not with this egg.
I would imagine the process of making it a phoenix egg would actually go a long way to making it be able to go into the magma.
I just want to point out, Xavier, this is probably not the first time you've ever heard "Trust me, I'm a wizard" from Zeroji, and it's
It is
never
not.
led to anything good.
Never, not once.
I'm gonna open the egg and have my fiend owl fly out of it.
Oh my gosh.
I know that's not a phoenix.
Well, yeah, that's part of the making it magma proof.
The fiend owl?
No, the fiend owl is unrelated. But that's what it would look like with a phoenix coming out of it.
Hmm.
Be pretty cool. Oh, here's what I owe you, Fen, and I'm going to pass him the 2,000 gold.
I am
Okay.
just going to sleep, and this is just too much for tonight.
Yeah. It's
Are we
the
doing
perfect
watches?
time to go to sleep.
If something sneaks up on us, I don't know.
and then
It
teleport.
deserves to sneak up on you?
I'm gonna go take a nap in the magma. That's where I sleep now. It's safe in there.
Why?
It's
No.
safe in there.
Ah,
You don't have magma-proof clothes yet, do you?
I'm
Nope.
halfway out of stripping out of my clothes. No.
just go. She looks away. Just looks away.
I want to ask a question that I think is going to have to be an unfortunately obvious question.
Uh-huh.
Where's the magma at? Is it in the
then-
forge? Is the magma part of the forge?
Are you worried about me swimming in the magma?
No, I just think it'd be funny if you're swimming naked inside of Liz's workstation.
I would swap to the scene, but one, I deleted it, and two, it would break Kit's computer.
It is kind of part of the forge, I think.
It is a part of the forge.
That's funny. And
It's okay.
I don't
the
think it would
lava
really be gross.
sanitizes.
It's not like I was gonna say it's not like anything wouldn't be sanitized from burning at that temperature.
It's just if he didn't get out before Liz started working.
Everything has a slight Zeroji enchantment to it, whatever that means.
I'm gonna teleport to Riffel.
Later.
are you telling
Like-
us that, or are you just
No.
doing it?
I'm just
Fen's
doing it.
like going to go lay down, and then like mid laying down, just kind of stands up again and just disappears.
Yep.
His wings come
Well.
out of his back.
I don't know what that's about.
We probably don't want to know what it's about.
Liz does not want to know what it's about.
Liz does not know what it's about.
Do you teleport right outside of Riffel, much like
Yeah, I'll teleport outside and then get a room at the inn for the night. Because it's late
Are
as
you
shit.
still altered into that bandit?
No, but I will use another charge of altar to turn into the I think she was Dragonborn, the one that hired me initially.
You gonna transform into a brood?
No. I don't think she was brood. I think she worked with the brood or for the brood.
Hmm.
Different eye color, different hair color.
So you try to match features, and as you were matching features, almost as like a nuance or notice that you could not copy her directly, you were correct in not necessarily correct because you just said different hair color and eye color, but like you felt like it was a good thing that you had opted to swap some colors around.
Somebody be real angry. Got it. And then I'll get a room at the inn for the night.
The inn that is actually at the, or like closer to the east entrance, is actually called Against the Grain. And the tavern keeper that runs it is a Goliath named Bish.
What's up, Bish?
I was ready for that joke. We're good.
Yeah.
I feel like that was intended.
God, it really felt that way.
It sort of was.
I know this person.
Now, something different about walking into this tavern that you weren't expecting is that you do see Liz's mom is behind the counter, also helping to fulfill orders for the patrons.
No, that's a tomorrow conversation. I'm just gonna get a room for the night.
She definitely doesn't recognize you, as Bish is busy working in the back right now, but Liz's mom is definitely there and answer. I can't remember your mom's name. I'm sorry. I don't have your notes up right now. In fact, that stuff gets buried so quick in Google Docs.
That's
It's
a
just Liz's
completely
mom.
different Google Doc too for me. So Nancy. it's Nancy.
So if you remember her name, probably not to address her as such, or else she might get curious. But Nancy is helping the patrons out and helps you to get your room sorted out, so you now have a room for the night. This is a modest inn as it is, so it is a modest room that you get as well. Whatever the cost is for a modest
One
day.
gold. I have removed.
So that basically sets you up with all the meals and whatnot that you would need for pretty much until next evening. Not that you'll be staying that long, but you are set up for that now. And you get your room for the evening. Is there anything else you are doing?
No. No, I will be going to sleep for my 4 hours of rest.
Give me a perception check. Actually, no. What's your passive perception?
29.
You passively notice that you are turning a lot of heads, male and female alike.
I'm a sexy bitch. How common are Dragonborn?
Well, in Riftfell, almost every race is common. There is not a major race over any other except for human.
Okay. I didn't know if it was one of those things where, like, I accidentally fucked up by turning into something very, very uncommon for this place. sexy bitch.
Before we do proceed further, are you talking about the person that like teleported you to the group, or are you talking about the person that gave you the job for that mansion heist?
Viscara.
Viscara is not a Dragonborn.
What is she?
She's a. That is the one that teleported you to the group, right?
Yeah.
After the fact, since you didn't know initially what she was, after the fact, you would have pieced together that she was a member of the Brood, and she just was taking you to meet with the group and Faolu.
Ew.
So you are indeed a human right now, or more so, you look like a human.
Yeah.
Technically, you would be pretty much her twin if anyone else had ever seen her. But so far as you are aware, you are the only one that has seen her outside of your group, that was around with Faolu.
I think what threw me off is one of the descriptors.
Or not Faolu.
Dragon-like wings was one of the descriptors for her, and that threw me off thinking that she was Dragonborn.
That makes sense. The form you did see her in was more of the dragon-human hybrid, but it isn't definitely not Dragonborn. They have more human features. They just get like their feet grow into more of like the dragon appendages instead. It's hard to say. I can show though.
I do get the idea. It's a human base with dragon-like features. So you've got the wings, the eyes, maybe a little bit of the nose, the feet, the hands, that kind of thing. Kind of like a weird polymorph.
Why is that image so small?
It's been cropped to remove the artist. In the thread, there's a better quality one that's a GIF.
How do you know what I'm looking at?
The thing that V just posted?
No.
Oh.
I kept looking up in the Discord like, what the fuck is? I don't get what he's talking about.
This is a fan art of like one of the characters in the game. This isn't that woman, but this gives you an idea.
Okay. I gotcha.
So she looked more like that.
Okay, so I would be turning into her without the dragon-like features.
Yes.
And the modification to the eye color and the hair color.
Yes.
So I'm just a fine-looking human.
Very much so. Yeah, V, I scrolled and I don't see yours on here. Wait, hold on. That's because I have owned by me specifically right now. Let me say owned by anyone. Still way down there. There it is. You were like 6 rows down. I will be right back.
All right.
Take 5.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go back.
Yeah, I'm glad I have everything on battery backups because the power flicked off for a couple of seconds a few times there.
Oof. Is it storming or something?
I think a storm's coming through, yeah.
I'm gonna use the bathroom.
Oh man. Okay. Well, yeah, it does.
What the fuck do I have this for? Solar array 0.837 ratio. Oh, that's a blueprint for Factorio. Okay.
They added blueprints to Satisfactory. It's amazing.
Oh yeah, I know.
Anything in this cube.
I wish the cube was bigger though.
Yep, that's the same thing. But you can make modules for your factory, which is cool. So like you could I did a module for my factory that was, I can't remember what component, but it was like you just put in 120 iron per minute and it spit out X per minute of the desired thing. Like it did all the Reinforced iron plates. So basically, you just put in 120 iron, did the pipes, the screws, the plates, all of it, and converted it over to reinforced iron plates, and then just spit out reinforced iron plates.
Yeah.
So you just plop that down and then feed it, and you're done.
Just connect the belts between if you plop down a shit ton of them.
Yeah. So it is. I wish it was bigger, and that's something that like throughout everything that I've seen, everybody wishes it was bigger. But
Yeah. The transition to Unreal 5 should help them to, if they do intend to make it bigger, they will be able to with Unreal 5.
that's the other thing is there was several times that I just broke my world. Like I would have to do a previous save because I was trying to do something different, and it was just like, no, we're crashing. Like, oh no, not cool.
Not cool, me. Update 8's gonna have some neat quality of life, though, at least.
Yeah, I'm excited for update 8.
I cannot wait for Update 8's undo.
Yes. Oh,
I built everything. It is one line off of what I needed it to be. God damn it.
fuck. Or blueprint erase. That's. Oh my god. So many times I fucked up a blueprint being like one line off of the previous thing, and I'm just like, no. And you gotta one by one delete everything.
That meme. It's like everything is seen from the facial expressions and then the little sweat drop.
Mm-hmm. I'm assuming we all get our long rest.
You all get your long rest.
Woot.
And then Liz doesn't sleep for a while.
Why?
Well, now that she's had her long rest and she's immune to exhaustion,
yeah.
she'll just try and pull a few all-nighters to try and get everything done quicker.
I am back. I have said bye to friend and then went to a bathroom. Is everyone else back?
I am here.
I'm here.
I am here.
Ah,
Is Kit?
ah,
Kit sounds like he is now.
Hello.
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 Whoa. All right. Where are we starting?
We'll start with you since you were the last one we were already on.
So I'm gonna go
So-
ahead and use alter self
Uh-huh.
to be the same person that I was previously. You know, before I went to bed.
Oh, it's in Discord that I put that crap.
Hmm?
Oh, these pins are huge.
I'll go down, have breakfast, and then head
I
to
don't actually have that as a part of your weapon at the moment. I know I gave it to you, but
Hmm?
it's not in that description.
the alter self.
Yeah.
I put it as a spell.
Okay. So, it's basically the changeling form of like just being able to become what you want.
Right.
But because of how it works with you, you can also use the clothes. It doesn't act as the spell Alter Self because it doesn't have a duration you need to worry about. You just are that thing until you choose not to be.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna give myself a long rest again then. Because it has charges, but it doesn't have the charges box. I can only use it by clicking the button. Which is why it keeps popping up in the chat. Okay, I didn't realize that it was just until I chose not to be. Yeah, so I would just stay in that form throughout the night, and then get breakfast in the morning, and then head to Liz's mom's house. Which I remember that I know where it's at because we went there before.
As you are walking down the stairs of the inn back down to the tavern floor, you don't really need to walk to Liz's house, as you, being the generally silent person that you are, catch a moment where Bish and Nancy do not notice you, and they are flirting with each other.
Gross. I'm telling Liz.
It seems like it's something that, from what you can tell, has probably been going on for a long while.
Couple years, like 3.
At least a year or two, yes.
Is there anyone else down here?
You are already up pretty early due to, different sort of characteristics. So your full rest happens much faster than everyone else's. So they didn't really expect anyone else to really, be around at this time. And they still, you are, as I said, naturally stealthy. So unless you want to stay hidden, which will require a roll at this point, if you continue walking down the stairs, they will notice you.
36.
Okay, not too hard to stay hidden as they are engrossed with each other. What do you want to do?
It's just them, correct?
Just them.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and drop Alter Self. I'll walk up and sit down. I'm guessing they're like behind the bar.
They're not like screwing around or anything.
What?
They're just like generally lightheartedly flirting with each other.
I understand that.
Well, you said behind. Yes, they are behind the bar, but the way you intoned it was like they're not on the floor.
No. I did not mean it that way in any
Okay.
way, shape, or form.
Okay. Then yes, they are behind the bar, and yeah.
I will just go up, sit down at the bar, give it a second, and this is interesting.
Real quick question: was Hans the not Hans? Sorry, was this barkeep the Goliath?
Bish is the Goliath. Yes.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure of that.
Well, this is interesting.
Huh? What? Oh, we have a guest, Nancy. Nancy looks over as well, and it takes a little bit, and then recognition flares across her face, and she goes, "Ah, Ben, how are you? How have you been?"
I've been well for the past few weeks. Before that was different.
What do you mean?
You know, I think it's better for Liz to explain that.
Is something wrong with Liz?
No. Liz is actually pretty great.
Not yet.
Liz is fine. It's just me here in town. And I wanted to kind of surprise Liz.
With what? Like, are you getting her a gift? Are you courting Liz?
No. My girlfriend would have issue with that. No, definitely not courting Liz.
I can hear the gears turning in his brain. How do I tell this when I'm gonna kidnap her to a volcano?
I thought it would. I mean, yes, actually, I thought it would be nice for you to visit Liz because she's currently she found a super cool forge and is currently working at it. And I thought, it's been 3 years and change since you saw each other, that it would be nice to catch up. So I'd be happy to, pay for a little vacation for you.
No, I'm confused. What does he mean by that, honey? I don't really know. Pay for a vacation for me? You want me to go to a volcano to see Liz, or a forge to see Liz?
Yes.
Where is this forge?
It's around-ish Myth Nadoon.
That would take weeks to get to. I don't have that amount of time.
Oh,
As
no,
fun as it would be to see Liz,
it'll take like 2 minutes.
would I be back the same night?
You could be, but I figured you could stay for a couple days maybe, and catch up if you wanted to, of course.
Well, babe, I'm actually on board with this. Would you like to come with? It would be a good chance to tell Liz. You mean like right now? Yeah, why not? Oh, I guess. I mean, I thought we were just gonna save her for when she got back, but could tell her now. Am I allowed to go as well, sir?
I could bring you, but I only brought one of these, and I pulled a ring.
Did you buy that, or was Liz supposed to make that?
No, I bought the Ring of Resistance in Arkington.
Okay.
The day before.
I just couldn't remember if that was on Liz's list.
Yeah. So it's a volcano. It's hot. So I brought this ring that helps protect against hot temperatures.
You see a shine in his eyes as he just stands up and flexes a bit, and you see parts of his shirt actually tear with his flex, and he goes, I'm pretty sure I can handle the heat.
Oh my.
Much like your oh my, you definitely see Nancy's eyes are also glazed over before she recovers and goes, oh yeah, he'll be fine near a volcano, but I will gladly take that ring if it allows me to see Liz for a little bit. I can return it to you when we're done visiting.
Yeah, you'll have to spend about an hour just kind of focusing on it to
I'm aware of attunement. I did help train Liz a little bit as she grew up,
she failed to mention some of that, so that's on me. I didn't know. But hey, yeah, you just need to attune to it. Yeah, and I was gonna pick up some supplies so you guys have stuff to eat and everything, and a couple tents, a large tent for you, and basically I'll go and do some shopping and come back in an hour, and then we can leave right then.
That sounds good. Are you going to be okay closing the inn for a day? Yeah, it'll be fine. Any current... actually, he checks he goes and checks the logs and goes, no. She... Wait, hold on, we do need to wake her up.
The human woman that came in last night.
Yeah, with blonde hair and like very green eyes. Nancy told me a bit about her.
Yeah. That's me, but not.
Okay.
I can
So we
change my form.
don't need to check the. Okay. Okay. Yeah, then I can just close up shop for the day. We'll be good. As much as I hate giving service to the other inn in town, it's fine. It's fine for a day. It's not like we're not friends or anything.
I mean that is why I said that I would pay for the trip. Is I will pay for lost wages.
That is mighty kind of you.
And I slide over 200 gold.
He slides over the warrant for a certain individual's arrest where the face looks largely like yours. And he goes, "You are aware of this, I assume."
Oh yeah, the mayor here does not like me. How much is it for?
It is for 1,000 gold.
Ooh, spicy.
Damn, you're cheap, bro.
I think it's the most expensive bounty in Riftfell right now.
Probably. Well,
Probably
You never
a little
saw
cheap
me.
for him though.
but also, I'll be back in an hour, and I shift back into the previous night. Just gonna have to keep clicking that until I figure out a way to do that differently.
I can make that easier for you. It's no longer attached to whatever charges you're using of it. It's just a changeling power. You can use it at will.
Okay, yeah, because I think you had set it at 1 plus my dex mod, so I had 6 uses of it per day.
I'm already seeing the annoyance of that. I don't care anymore.
Click, 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 click. So I'll go to a shop and buy a week's worth of ration. I don't know how long you're actually gonna want to stay, but a week's worth of rations, a large ass tent because that man's not small. And a thing of water, a barrel of water, I guess. So how much ever that comes out to.
So weeks of rations, a barrel of water. We'll say it's like 3 gold for all of it. Probably isn't. It's probably cheaper, but 3 gold is a good, nice, good number to stop
Yeah.
at.
Yeah, that's fine. And then would return in the hour. Well, I've got all the supplies. Y'all ready?
They've both packed lightly, but yes, they do seem like they are ready. And they reply in kind, saying as such.
All right. Unfortunately, can't do it in town. So we need to at least just get outside the gates, outside of town. But from there, we'll just pop right on over. And I nudge the barrel of water towards the guy, towards Bish.
Bish basically squats down, wraps it with one giant Goliath arm, and plops it on his shoulder and begins following after you two.
Yeah, once we get outside of Riffel, I'll teleport us to the forge.
All right. This is still like 2 hours before the rest of the group wakes up.
I want to be clear that if someone's just able to look like one of the party, Liz's mom just wants to be kidnapped, like in reality. If someone were to try to hold our families for ransom, Nancy would jump at the opportunity.
Yeah,
Why do
that
you say
went
that?
way too easily.
And I feel like this is going in a completely different direction than Fen expected.
Oh no, this is just even more gold.
And see what he wanted and more.
I get my cake and I get to eat it too.
It is possible for someone of Fenn's caliber to be persuasive enough. On top of the fact that, like, Nancy is already aware that this group does stupid shit. So, going to a volcano isn't necessarily the weirdest thing she's already heard that this group has done.
Right. I think if he weren't so open, it might be a little more difficult about everything he's doing, but like also
This is probably the most truthful he's been with trying to talk to somebody in a long time, if ever.
Here, you've seen my face before. I'm gonna go and take you to meet your daughter. And we're gonna teleport across the country in 2 minutes. But also, we need to get out of town first, where nobody can see us. Let's go.
Do you remember the last story that happened that Fenn ended up telling this woman? That was also true?
I'm not saying that like what he's telling her is ridiculous or unbelievable. I'm just saying if someone wanted to pretend to be us, they could basically say whatever they wanted.
I guess that depends on how persuasive they are, too.
I don't have expertise in persuasion, but my base persuasion is 17. Oh my god.
So yeah, you guys make it to the volcano, and Bish quietly puts down the water barrel, and Nancy whispers, "All right, we were a bit early on our own wake up. I guess they would still be sleeping."
Yeah, I don't sleep as much as they do, so I get up a lot earlier than everybody else. I forget about it sometimes.
Bish starts looking around at the volcano and notices the forge immediately, so he goes and wanders off that way. Nancy has the ring on, so she goes and joins him. What do you do for another 2 hours?
I'm gonna flash your parents.
I'm gonna juggle daggers for a bit, I guess. I don't have anything else to do for 2 hours. I'm just gonna juggle daggers.
Luckily, they don't stay interested in the forge for 2 hours straight, so no, they walk away from the forge and just like actually watch Fen juggle daggers for a little bit too.
Are you,
but still.
out of curiosity, are you sleeping all the way in the forge, or are you like a head above the water?
Magma
good
is
call.
a pretty solid substance that you would sink into extremely slowly.
You gotta breathe, my dude.
Just
Yeah, how
like,
does breathing work in the magma?
I mean, you don't. If you're submerged, it still acts like a liquid in that sense.
Okay, then my head is indeed out of the magma.
Okay, I have to be clear. They see a tiefling head hanging out above the lava. I know like some things are ridiculous. That's absurd.
They still just casually go back over to watch Fen juggle some knives for a bit.
They already
I
know.
think this is disappointing Will more than it's than anything
fine.
now.
I just think that'd be a crazy thing for someone to just walk up and see at a forge in a volcano they teleported to thousands of miles away from their home.
In an instant, like, bloop, here we are. Yeah, there's a tiefling sleeping in there. Just ignore that.
What's up?
It's
You're asleep.
it's it's better not to question Zoroji. And they seem to have already figured that out.
It's not that they figured it out. They just think it's kind of normal for your group's shenanigans at this point. Like, it's very hard to be surprised by your group's shenanigans after you are summoning things from a different dimension, apparently, to also drive, apparently, to also then crash into walls, apparently,
And then blow up.
and then blow up,
Shit.
apparently.
And then have it with
And that was before going literally into the future. They don't know that part, though. That's going to be a fun
No,
one to
they do
explain.
not.
If you bother to explain it.
I think it's more fun to make those like haphazard random comments like I've only died.
I've only died twice. It's fine. Alright. The 2 hours pass, and Zoroji, you come to first as you're a bit uncomfortable sleeping in the magma, but you did it for your protection.
No, I can't do that while she's asleep. That would be not okay. Sorry, thinking out loud.
I will slowly build up my immunity to fire.
It wasn't the fire you were uncomfortable about. It was the sleeping position in general that was uncomfortable.
Ah, I
There's
see.
a rock in your spine.
How'd that
It
get
hurt.
there?
Whip.
So do you
Go
have to
put
like?
on some clothes.
Sorry, I'm not gonna ask any more questions. That's unnecessary.
What's up?
Ah, the tiefling's
No,
naked.
it's okay.
I was wondering why the tiefling was in there. That makes sense that the tiefling would be naked. Nancy
Yeah, clothes don't do
quickly
too well.
averts her eyes and looks the other way. Liz, who is woken up by this, also continues to look away and has excessively messy hair. And while Liz is looking away, notices that she heard a different voice than she's used to. She recognizes it from her past, but she hasn't heard it in a while. And she heard a name that she also recognized from that.
Quickly put the spell scroll of regenerate like directly in front of Liz's face. Hey, I got you this in case you maybe want your natural limb back. And then I back away.
Oh. Okay. And she'll take it down from her face and just start looking around, really confused.
As you are looking around, you see a very large Goliath man in what seems to be tavern keeper's attire. And you see a smaller figure that is actually has her arms draped around one of his large arms. And you recognize both of them as Bish and Nancy. Nancy being your mom.
Mom? Bish? How'd you get here?
Oh,
I still
Fen
asleep?
brought us. No, Fen brought us here.
Huge smile.
How long have you been here?
Oh, we've only been here a couple hours. You were sleeping, so we decided to let you stay asleep.
Oh. Hi.
Hi. It's been a while.
Yeah, a little bit.
Should we have not come? I'm sorry if we're intruding.
Oh, I'm just trying to wake up.
Fen, you're noticing something.
Mhm.
Liz comes by her awkwardness pretty naturally, as you can see that Nancy also doesn't fully know how to act in this situation.
Odd that.
guess I can understand why Fen might have brought you, but what's Bish doing here?
Oblivious.
The biggest of shit-eating grin on Finn's face.
Oh, well, we did come with some news of our own to bring you. While we wanted to catch up with you, we also wanted to inform you that we're an item.
Huh?
Yeah, it started like a year and a half ago. I was helping Bish around his tavern, and it turns out I've been helping him so much that he started not being able to see the days without me. So he asked me to be with him, and I said yes.
But I thought you had a crush on Zero.
Things have changed. We don't talk about that.
Oh.
I put a bag of popcorn on fire to let it cook.
Sorry, haven't been back in a while to visit.
As long as you've stayed safe. You have stayed safe, correct?
Well, apparently we were sleeping for 3 years, but we were pretty safe during that time, I guess.
How does one sleep for 3 years?
Uncomfortably.
What?
Yeah,
Were you, like, stuck in a sleep? Or was a spell cast on you, or what happened?
yeah, it's best not to mess with magic items you get from Beniaru.
The leader of the swords?
Yeah.
Do you work with Beniaro?
Not really.
But you're okay now? Everything is fine? Nothing bad happened, right?
She.
Insight checking.
How good is your deception?
Oh, yeah. How good is your deception? Oh,
Fucking
yeah.
horrendous.
She can tell something is up. Liz, I will use your full name.
We, that magic item might have sent us 4,000 years into the future, and things happened.
What things? You hear the stressing of the letters, like you know there's some trouble brewing. You're used to this, Liz. You know this intonation of her voice.
Around this time, I'll
Just
wake
hearing
up.
the crunching. It's, I'm just imagining that being Ben eating the popcorn.
Sorry, my bad. We'll meet next time. Around
No,
the time, I'll
it's-
wake up and
No,
say
it
something
just
along the
added
lines
to
of,
it.
Oh, it 100% adds to it. His Finn's over there crunching the popcorn like, yes,
I'll wake up
this
and
is
be
what
like,
I wanted.
why are there 3 more people here than when I went to sleep? Huh?
You want some popcorn?
So last night it was 1, 2. I'll point at Zeroji and Liz. Now it's 3, 4, 5.
When did you learn math?
I can count to 5. Zeroji.
He's got 10 fingers and 10 toes. He should be able to count at least to 20.
I do not often take off my shoes to count, Liz. I'm sorry. Apparently, 10 is my limit.
I went on a little trip, Xavier. That was all.
I see. I'm not surprised you did this, but it was unexpected.
Well, all of you are back, so it does seem like you came back safely. But we will talk about this further, right? Everyone.
Talk about what?
But now-
Apparently you went
Magma
4,000
sounds
years into
pretty-
the future.
Good right now.
I don't know about that.
Everyone give me a disadvantaged d20 roll.
Just a straight d20 roll?
Yeah.
What are my portents for today?
I rolled a 4.
I think that one is fitting.
Zeroji, it's weird. Somehow, this woman, her tone.
No, these are Zroji's portents.
Yeah, I'm just letting him know. Somehow her tone is like able to ignore your ability to see the future. You are just intimidated,
Oh my god.
like a child would be with their parent. It's not a feeling you've ever felt because your own adoptive father never really took this tone with you, and even a certain paladin never took this tone with you. But when it's coming from an actual parent, you, for some reason, know what it is exactly, and you are more wrapped in that attention than you've been in a long while.
No, it's when my mom uses my full name.
Our mom is not alive.
No, my
Let's talk
mom.
about real life.
Yes, real life. I know that fear.
Yes. Zeroji
That's basically the fear I'm explaining.
yes.
All right, let me.
As brothers have never felt this before.
I'm gonna go take a magma bath.
Didn't you just get out of the bath?
Now's a good time to take
That's
a
where you
bath.
went to
All of you, this woman is not like strong in the slightest, but her tone with all of you like stops you in your tracks.
Probably
and you
stronger
all,
than
like-
I am.
Even Fen with a shit-eating grin stops eating his popcorn for a moment, and everyone is just listening now. Tell me what happened 4,000 years in the future, will you?
I thought you were gonna say my name. I was freaking out.
She doesn't know your full name. It's fine. Even Bish is like taking a step back because he knows what's going on right now. There's like some sort of disciplinary action going on, and it's just the power that this woman is emanating is weird.
May have kind of, sort of, but it didn't stick, but might have.
My eyes are widening as I know what he's approaching to say.
What she is approaching to say.
Sorry. Yes. He isn't V. She. He
Yeah.
isn't Liz. Yes.
May have. Teensy bit may have.
Briefly.
Can you repeat that? Because you're very quiet or away from your mic.
Oh, and that was basically her getting quiet and starting to kind of say it
Yes,
really
but your
quick,
mic cut out on me.
Oh. Yeah, it may have kind of, sort of, died twice.
I'm curious at this exact moment. Did the sword get finished last night, or does that take more time?
I don't know.
This matters.
She quietly walks up to each of you because you're all kind of spaced out around this quote-unquote camp setting right now. takes you all by your hands and brings you over to where Liz is.
Gonna cast
And then,
plane shift.
While she's holding you?
Yeah, we've made a circle of hands.
Are you really going to do that?
No, but I'm keeping it very, very much in mind at the moment.
She brings you all in next to Liz. Sits you all down next to Liz, like, gently prods you down. And then, as much as her little frame can manage, she goes to give you all a group hug. With Liz in the middle.
I'm still tense, to be very clear.
Please not too tight, I will die.
That's not true.
You see a few tears flow down her cheeks, but she is overall just like happy that whatever had happened and your teensy whatever dying did not stick. So she's more overcome with the joy that you're all actually back instead of what, could have happened there.
When she goes in for the initial, she was kind of jerks because she's
Expecting something else. What?
yeah, with the tone that she took especially.
What is that 46 plus 2, out of curiosity?
It's to see how many recharges it regained.
Okay. I thought it was damage of some kind. I was concerned.
This commoner mom just got melted to death by a staff of the Magi.
Whoops!
I'm glad you're all back okay, all safe and sound.
Same.
Is there any other deaths or tribulations that you've been through? Let's just get them all out on the table now.
Our deaths?
I do care for all of you. You do tend to help take care of Liz. I would like to know if all of you are remaining safe. Yes.
Apparently, we're kind of becoming god things, I guess.
I've never heard a more casual way of talking about someone ascending to divinity.
You actually get like the head tilt at that one. Like she backs up from giving you guys a group hug and she like tilts her head. God things?
Yeah, I killed a slime.
A slime was really angry with me and chased me for so long. And then I just left.
That was before the last time we talked to her.
I know. It has nothing to do with this whatsoever.
Yeah, it's like
Also, I'm noticing, you wear a headband now. Did your head get injured, Zoroji?
No, it's just better for all involved.
yeah, he likes to hide his third eye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good
Your armor
stylistic
seems
choice.
Vastly improved as well. She's kind of just skirting over the whole god thing. It is beyond her scope. She does not understand it. She's moving on.
That's nice, dear.
Whatever you say, honey.
Exactly.
I've been tinkering on it in any free time I've got.
So, got breakfast going here. I hope you don't mind. I use the forge to help cook some things. You literally see like a skillet and everything just over the forge right now, helping to make breakfast.
Mountain Man breakfast?
I'll be like, oh god, I'm gonna need so many more lemons.
You should have just brought the cart with you. I don't know why you didn't.
I don't want to just take all their lemons.
But if you
Be using those.
but if you buy them, that's no different than them selling them somewhere else. Except
Yeah,
we
but-
have them.
that takes them away from the people in Arkenton. What if they want them?
But
They can get
we
the next
have
cart,
Exactly.
and it saves them a trip. You
Yeah,
would
through
save
that
them time.
bandit-ridden bridge.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. Oh no.
If you catch them now, you might catch them as they're leaving.
They haven't left yet. Oh god, teleporting back to Tundra would be a disaster.
Remember, they were waiting for the morning to actually set out for Arkenton.
Ah. I feel like someone should be made aware of those bandits.
I heard there's a
Someone-
job posting for something specifically to do that.
Someone that is not Zoroji needs to be made aware of those bandits.
Oh my
thought we-
gosh.
I thought we got rid of the bandits.
You're not sure if they listen to your telling them off or not. They were definitely well out of their league, but you know, they're stupid. Who knows if they listen to that?
Fair.
I mean, they're muggers, and obviously there's only one thing muggers do.
Well, I could have solved it, but Xavier wouldn't let me.
Alright, at about this point, Bish is serving everyone a hearty meal. It seems like he had packed some extra stuff other than rations for the day. So you were all served a full English breakfast.
Nice.
Not gonna complain.
This is much better than what I was expecting to eat today.
And Bish is actually more of the curious sort himself, so he begins actually treading the waters of asking the questions. So and he goes, "So, God things, huh? What's your powers?"
It's a broad question. There's a few.
It's
I think, for each of us.
I'm a broad guy, and I love to have myself some gossip.
Well, this isn't something that's really gossip.
I mean, as it is, I'm already gonna know that there are 4 people that are, quote unquote, God things roaming around the world now. It would be nice to know a little bit more about them, especially if you want me to spread any good words about you guys. Not that I would spread bad words about you, just saying, you know, whatever you can help me flesh out on what you are would help me to give a good word or two about you, especially you. You're looking over at Fen.
What are you talking about? I'm a wonderful person.
Wait,
It's
did
the
you
mayor's
cause,
fault for not appreciating me.
Did you cause trouble in Riffel while you were there?
Not while I was there.
This time.
This time. Not on my visit to pick your parents up. Your mother up. Sorry.
Mayor Fiznibus wouldn't put you on a wanted poster herself unless you did something she wasn't a fan of.
Well, it wasn't this time.
I mean, his go-to is just kind of like, from what I understand, stealing stuff.
As in, like, his godly power is just stealing stuff better or something?
Oh no, him as a
No, no.
person.
Mm,
Without the godly powers, him as a person
Offensive.
does that. I'm sorry, do you have different specialization, Fen?
I can
Please,
also pick
Tell me how
locks.
you made money before you joined this party.
By working.
I had a job and I did it well.
Uh-huh. Thank you for being so specific. Carpentry? Did you like do metalworking? What was it?
I can work with metal.
Oh.
Make a dagger appear in my hands.
That is made of flesh.
It's not.
Oh, hey, can I hold that? Oh,
No,
that's pretty cool.
immediately gone.
Oh, that's so funny.
We're not going through that again.
What do you mean?
Please don't.
Let's not ask questions. It's okay.
It's
Part of the power that I have is what got us here as quickly as we did.
I was curious about that, especially since it didn't seem to act like any magical transportation I'm aware of.
It's similar in terms of how it works on the large scale, but it's very different on the small scale.
He thinks about it for a bit. He goes, sounds fairly normal.
that sounds normal.
That? What?
You can tell he's not sure how to take the information, so he's just going along with trying to, continue the conversation. Any other neat tricks that you can pull off?
This
It
one
just
can have
Summon
some.
a dagger from nothing.
I have some interesting ability to, as one might. Not as one might say. It's an interesting ability to control the battlefield in a sense. I'm hesitant to do it because, from what I understand, if it goes well, anyone who is pulled or pushed from me can't see or hear anything for a little bit, which I'm sure is not the most fun experience.
Wait, it can do that to us, and you've been.
You did that to me in the middle of that fight.
I mean, I can choose not to do it, but that's like, the full extent of what it's capable
Okay,
of doing.
okay.
Oh.
Okay, the way you said it was just like, doesn't matter who it is.
No.
Are they
Sorry.
blinded and deafened? No, they're not. Damn. I really wanted to fuck with my friends.
There's also neat. I've heard of an ability like that, but not of that strength.
Oh?
Well, yeah, being able to pull or push enemies a fair distance, but yeah, the other bits were a bit extra.
About 100 and so feet. Yeah.
A lot extra. Okay, so, as cool as these details are, I was meaning more so like, what deities, what beliefs or things like that, like what powers do you hold reign over? Things like that.
Do I have the impression that because I am now Bahamut and my interactions with people who know that I am Bahamut now, like that's knowledge that's returning to the world that people are remembering? Or would that still be like nobody would really know his name?
You don't know unless you try.
I want an insight.
This is some long con shit if you think you find something here.
Well, natural one. So 18.
What are you trying to insight?
He's trying to get a lot of information about us, and I'm trying to see if this is just actual curiosity or digging where he shouldn't be.
Bish is a gossip monger. He goes for any information he can get because he likes to hold information to then, because of where he is located at specifically in Riftfell, to then pass on to fellow adventurers if the information is needed.
Hmm,
It usually helps out his tips and whatnot at his tavern.
I see.
So he's not trying to harmfully come across this information. He's just naturally curious because he's grown to be that way for the good of his tavern and of his pockets.
That makes sense.
I think the name I've heard for where my powers are coming from now is Bahamut.
The Platinum Dragon. Well, LB, you are a powerful one.
I'm kind of still growing into the role, but
Do
I'm
you
not
feel
sure how
like-
many non-powerful gods there are.
Do you feel like you are upholding justice as only Bahamut could?
I look over at Fen and Zeroji. I think I could get some work on doing, I think, in the way Bahamut might handle it. But
Hello.
again, I didn't get a lot of training for this job. I kind of just have it now.
That makes you wonder, have any gods ever been trained for their job, or do they just naturally know what to do?
Given that information about these gods has been missing for 100 years or so, I don't actually know if we know the specific time frame. Hard for me to like get an idea on some kind of information on some stuff like that.
He looks at you blankly when you say the information has been missing for 100 years.
Huh?
Nancy also looks at you a bit blankly. And then Nancy speaks up, but everyone knows about Bahamut.
Huh?
Well, yeah. Bahamut is the Platinum Dragon. How would we not know about Bahamut? He's always, like, the most fantastical of the gods.
Gears
Yeah,
are
Xavier.
turning right now.
Dave, you're the most fantastical of the gods.
Do I still remember it as being the way that it was told to us at the beginning where all the information was gone?
Yeah.
I look at Zeroji quizzically to see if he's reacting to this at all.
Zeroji's looking at the magma pool like he just wants to go back into the magma.
You ever seen a lizard just laying out on a rock, basking in the heat?
Has Zeroji actually put clothes on yet is the question.
I got some shorts on.
He's like halfway putting his underwear on when Liz reacted in a very strong way and was like, I'm gonna start sliding these back off. Magma pool sounds great.
Later.
So no reaction there, perfect.
Was it because Zeroji's paying attention or no?
I don't know.
No, I did miss what you said.
You were just out the whole thing.
Yeah, I'm a little bit sick, so I'm not like fully with it.
That's fair. It sounds like, from what I've grasped from what conversation has just happened, is that the information that we started our campaign being like, we're gonna figure out why all this shit's gone. The information about the gods having disappeared 100 years ago, and books having like weird faded text whenever we try to write anything down about it.
Mm-hmm.
Just not a thing anymore. Like it never has been. People just know things about gods now.
Are you explaining any of this out loud?
I'm explaining what I heard. I'm not saying it out loud. This is a conversation I would keep away from people who don't remember that.
Okay. Then I cannot infer any more information to you.
But I don't know if Zeroji would have been listening to that or would have found it interesting.
I would have found it interesting, especially since I have a book that I was trying to decipher.
Were we both working on it?
No, it's in my background.
So it's not something I'm aware of at all.
I mean, I might have mentioned it in passing.
Because I know we were both like, I thought the idea is that we were both curious about that. You were just more studious in the matter. If I remember you mentioning it in passing about the fact that you had a book that had that problem, I might ask you to pull it out.
Yeah.
See if it's still fuzzy. Or whatever.
That's
But it'd basically be like can you hold that thought? Zeroji, can you grab that book you were trying to figure out?
I will pull it out of my pack that is not in the lava.
Appreciate that it's literally on fire right now.
I
Need to
think
fireproof everything that is Zeroji.
I think I need to work on fireproof clothes next.
It's on the list.
Yeah, I think it just moved up higher on the list. For reasons.
So with that book that he was trying to decipher, would it still be like need to be deciphered?
Find your background information. Where the hell did you guys give me a Google Doc of that? Or did
I
like,
am not
Kit-
sure.
Kit
I just remember having like a book or a scroll that was indecipherable.
or did Kit just pull out the Discord intro and say, "This is my character. Here you go." And if that is the case, do I still have a pin of that from Kit?
Obviously, we don't have any details about the book. We couldn't read it.
Might be able to now.
Yeah, that's what I'm. Yep. Thank you, Fen. I'm glad you're here for explaining things.
I'm just checking
Was
in,
that in
just
your
making sure I'm on the
background, or
same
was-
page of the book.
I seem
That-
to remember you trying to steal something from a library a while back.
Who, me?
Zeroji.
Like, I don't remember stealing something from the library.
Yeah, because I thought he tried to steal a book from a library a long while back.
I have a character background in the pins, but it is not Zeroji's character background.
Yeah, I did not pursue it very much because it was just indecipherable. I'm like, when we get more information, I will look into it. Shit, I don't see it in my inventory either.
So it doesn't exist. Perfect. If you can't find the book, we might need to make a stop by Father's house.
Fuck did it go?
I did hesitate at the thought at when he mentioned that Bahamut was the platinum dragon, but I didn't give it more thought until he said, "Of course I know about Bahamut." And that's when I became intrigued. Did not mean to bring the session to a staggering halt, by the way.
Oopsie Oopsie doopsie. Asked a question.
I do not have Zeroji's background. Yeah, no. Nope. The further I scroll down, the further it just becomes not.
Whip must not be important.
Oh, yeah, we never checked on our chocobos.
I'm amazed that this was like your character's goal when setting off on an adventure, and you're just kind of like, yeah, fuck it.
Take that idea and throw it in the trash. It's a bad plan. Will never happen.
We have reached a decently good stopping point if you would like to stop for the night, and in either case.
I just want to know if my sword's done. Mostly.
I'm pretty sure I told V most of the things are sped up to like 2 days per, depending on the
Yeah.
rarity of the item.
Okay, so it'll take a while.
It was something like nothing will take more than 2 days to finish.
All right, I will be patient then while I ponder
because
this.
you're trying to create like a legendary, I think it is.
Upgrading from a very rare to a legendary. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that would probably be done. We'll say that's done.
Okay.
Nope. Bye, Xavier.
Right.
I mean, I'm gonna go do something else now, and if Zero doesn't care enough to look into it, I'm just gonna go talk to Father on my own.
I'm down to go.
So that's probably where I'm gonna try to go next time, and I'll leave this situation happening here going.
I was fine stopping it because if Kid is tuning out as much as he is, and it's becoming something that will involve him even more, he probably needs to rest and stop for the night
Yeah,
anyways.
that's perfectly fine. That's definitely can be a next time thing for sure.
I still have freaking Terra Word docs. Terra doesn't even exist anymore.
Not on PC.
Terra doesn't exist, period, anymore. Unless there's
I think
custom servers.
I think someone took it over and it's on console.
No. Terra died. It's like should be just full on dead.
Oh, that's a different game that I'm thinking of. Can't
think
remember
I'm
what it
gonna-
was, but
Yeah,
something.
Terra was where you were playing the little kitty reaper.
I remember
With the
that.
two sides.
The game that I was thinking of was a different MMO that like it got taken over and just like disappeared from Steam or like PC games, but it was still going on consoles. Wrong game.
I went ahead and pinned the list.
Excuse me. Upgrading Dragon's Wrath Sword. Complete.
Yep.
I want dual wielding, and now the Moon Shadow Blade has a permanent necrotic damage. That way I can wield both. Maybe not permanent, but
I was gonna say, I think it just you can switch it whenever you notice the enemy's type.
yeah. If I notice that Radiance is significantly more useful than necrotic in any situation, I'll switch it up. But for the most part, it's just gonna be like, yeah, I like the idea of wielding both at once. That'll be neat.
I'm just happy I finally got to do the thing that I've been wanting to do. This plan has been going on for so long, it feels like.
Okay, I need to add fireproofing the egg to your list.
It's added to the list.
Nice.
Yeah, Liz is going to be crafting here for a while.
Well, now I'm curious if his brood connection is a god. There's a a body thing or a soul thing. But that's a later problem.
Yeah.
I do find it funny for ideas that I have for the brood, like the two that are brood.
Mm-hmm.
Can't really expand on that from there. I just find it funny.
I'd be worried if you did.
Go on.
I'd be very worried if you expanded on that.
Yeah, probably a good thing we didn't get to the Emerald Dragon tonight.
You
Or
might not-
Revenant.
I mean, I expect On's gonna be on the back burner. Though I feel like by the time we get to it, the weapons that we've been told about will be gone, but it's a later problem.
I mean, yeah, we're just gonna spend a bit of time